Intro.
Yep. All right, we're live. We're bringing the after party from what was supposed to be Staying Free MGTOW's channel, and he had technical difficulties, and so we held it on Misanthropic Altruist channel, and now we're hosting the after party on my channel. So, how's it going, guys?
What up?
Allah Akbar.
Aloha Snack Bar.
Oy vey.
There we go.
Oy vey. Yeah.
Totally, Holmes.
So, Staying Free is what, on another Cheeto run? Is it?
Hot Cheetos. Don't
He's
get
on
it
a
Hot
twisted.
Cheeto run, yeah.
Hot Cheetos.
Yes, Twisted Hot Cheetos sounds even better.
Actually, they probably. You know what? There was Twisted Hot Cheetos. Isn't that something?
Huh.
Weird.
Yeah. I always thought it was neat with the ones with the different shapes. Like the Halloween, the bones, got the skulls and the rib cages and the leg bones. That was pretty neat. I don't know if they ever made them in hot flavor, but yeah, I think Cheetos did make them for Halloween. Smell like Crunch Bear, Boo Berry, and Frankenberry, and all that. The cereal comes out about that time.
On the
If you're-
live end, JK or John just said that there's an echo. You might want to turn down your speaker volume just a little bit.
I'm echoing.
It sounds like it, yeah.
I mean, I'm on headphones. That's a little weird, but I
Alright,
can't.
that's not you then. It's either me or Seth.
I
Or
can.
no, SFM came back into
It could have been me.
You know?
It could have been me. I just muted my mic, so if it disappeared.
All right, I turned everything down on my end too. So
Okay, I just unmuted. Is it me again?
just say a full sentence.
The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog.
Sounds better to me. We'll see what the chat says.
Yo, Seth.
We need to get that cat in here again. That cat's cool as fuck. So I used to have a Siamese. She was part Siamese, and I guess most people call them calico, but the little black and white. I think the females are the only ones that are black and white. Anyway, I call them cow cats because she looked like a little cow, but I guess she got knocked up by a stray Siamese somewhere, and she was something else though. I mean, this cat would even play fetch and everything, but at night she'd run through the house just going, hello, hello.
What the fuck?
She would.
Oh, I actually seen a video like that. They got just a cat just like, like I actually seen one. Probably link it to.
Oh man, you made Lewis Ahmad. Oh.
Yeah, my cat does it all the fucking time. It sounds like he's always saying no or no. Literally, it sounds like he walks around. He's going no.
You know, in South Park, they had one of a cat saying, "Oh, Long Johns."
Oh, Long John. Yeah.
The best is when he's so vocal, right? So he'll fucking be walking around meowing and making all sorts of weird sounds, and then he'll like have to sneeze. And then that's the best part. The weirdest fucking sounds possible come out of that cat at that moment. It starts, yeah. You got it. I'll record it one day and play it for you guys. As if we're having a fucking cat talk.
It is the internet.
It is the slumber party. What do you think chicks talk about at slumber parties? They talk about cats. No, I'm just playing.
Or cocks.
They talk about boys.
Hey, John Kramer said there's an echo still.
Yeah, I don't know.
John
whose
Kramer,
it is.
that might be your hearing module. You might want to reconnect.
You might want to upgrade to the latest version.
Upgrade your grade mat. There's one day you made mat.
Upgrade for free with a charge of $199.99 plus shipping and
Yeah,
handling.
sounds like Windows. Some Windows shit right there.
Act now. We'll send you a second one for free.
A second shitty OS.
Yeah, they're still shitty.
For one day warranty.
I didn't upgrade to 10. Well, first of all, my computer wouldn't. I make the joke that the whole meme going around is, oh, you got a potato computer. It's like, no, my computer was boiled and then mashed. I have a mashed potato computer. I actually told some dude the other day, I literally have to, not literally, but I have to stoke a coal fire and then turn a crank. Like, I take screenshots with a daguerreotype. It's just, it's one of those Walmart specials. The freaking HP Slimline. I got it from a pawn shop a couple years ago, and it was old then. Hang on.
Why the fuck can I never spelled this word, man? Why? And it never shows up. God damn. I'm not telling you either what word it is.
Well, John Kramer's saying there's audio issues. Not sure about that.
Hang on, wait a minute. Well, I have the audio off on this. The live stream. I got it up, but I got the chat on. And yeah, I'm finding that a little bit weird. I'm on headphones, but Lewis was saying he could hear my clocks on the wall ticking. He could hear the tick. I didn't think that my microphone was that sensitive. And maybe I can turn this thing down. I've been trying internally through Windows, but I've got this. I don't know if you can do it specifically for Hangouts or not.
Well, I'm sorry. What was that question?
The microphone. He says somebody's still echoing, and I've tried to turn it down through the Windows settings, but I don't know if Hangouts has its own volume either.
Well, let's see if it was me. I turned my shit way down again, so maybe that'll help. John Kramer, my cyborg friend. Does it sound better? Nothing? Nada? We ain't gonna talk no more?
No.
Streets? Silence?
Oh, well, was that how it is? Yeah, I think I turned mine down a little bit. It doesn't seem to be peaking as much as it was, so that might be better if it is me on this end.
We got a stream lurker. We got SFM lurking.
Lurk Squad.
And half of our peoples are over at fucking AM's shit trolling.
Oh, is he streaming?
Yeah, he's streaming right now. He's streaming on his second channel. The title of the video is "The Grim Reaper Won't Let Up." I just asked him if that's a celebration for male disposability.
Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at that now.
Oh wow, they
it
are
seems
fucking
that way,
trolling
though.
him hard. If I had my guess, fucking SFM, even though it looks like his mic is open, he has his other mute on, and he's actually lurking on the AM shit just to make sure. Just to be the lurk general.
What was the title of that again?
What
the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, I didn't even know this channel existed. The Grim Reaper Won't Let Up. AM Part 2.
All right, I'm searching for it now. There it is. Yep, there it is. Oh, just a half an hour ago, too, he started streaming.
Yeah. You know, it'd be a good topic that I haven't heard a lot about is natural, organic diversity in MGTOW. This is one of the only places that I've ever, it's the only kind of thing, especially the online, part, obviously, even the YouTube shit, for all the shit and all the infighting, and even there's branching off and whatever, I've never seen more organic diversity of just different men from different backgrounds, different creeds, races, religions, colors, all that shit come together, and largely, it's all good. it's fucking all good.
Well, see,
No.
and comparing women to men, women will hold a grudge forever, and men, I've seen men literally beat the shit out of each other, and a half an hour later they're down at the bar having beers and laughing.
Yeah.
It's the most amazing shit I've ever seen.
I think the dynamic is that, you know, when we stave off that male competition in the context of, you know, trying to find a woman, I think what happens, like the true brotherly altruism comes out. Like, so I mean, and we take it back to the old school, because back in the old school, it didn't matter. Like, especially on East Coast, like boroughs and shit like that. You could be Italian, you could have an Irish friend. He was a Mick, and you were a Wop, and you guys said that shit all the time. It wasn't a big deal. It was not a problem, you know.
Yeah.
And MGTOW's gone back to that. Like, we call each other every name of the book. Lewis is a fucking hero with that shit. Always dropping. You know what I mean?
Lewis is the shit with that. Yeah. Well, see, Gran Torino, the movie Gran Torino.
Mm-hmm.
You know that one. He took that boy into the barbershop and taught him how to shit talk. And it was part of being a man. It wasn't, you know, and I think that's what a lot of women do with the toxic masculinity. It's just part of being a man. It's just taking the piss out of somebody. Because I'll tell you, I've been in situations, and I was even that kid that got picked on, but I realized later on as I grew up, if you rolled with it, accepted it, and then gave it back to them as much as you got it, they knew that you weren't affected by it, that you were accepted. It's like, oh, okay, he's one of us. Yeah, you know, sure. It's a sniff test. It's a litmus test, basically, for, you know, are you a little bitch or not? Are you, you know, can you dish it out and can you take it?
Yeah.
And I think that's what it is it's just, you know, I'm going to push your limits. And if you're going to cave under this slightest bit of pressure, then say, if we're in a situation like wartime where we're getting shot at, you definitely aren't going to save my ass, you know, if we're being shot at, if you can't take words.
Exactly. In fact, we upped the ante. Like, if you've ever been in the military branch of any sort, the shit talking when, you know, the fucking you know, the COs or whatever aren't around is very fucking high. It's extremely high, you know, because it's about vetting.
Yeah.
It's always about vetting. And that's okay. Like, and everybody does have a bad day, and they feel some kind of way about something they were called that day, but usually they find a way through it, you know. If you react and act like a bitch, cry, or even if you want to fight over words, it kind of shows where your head's at, you know. So
yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, it all goes back to the vetting. They're testing your mettle. They're seeing how much they can get away with with you, and like, especially, yeah, like if there's a dangerous situation, are you gonna just puss out on me? Are you gonna run away and leave us all to die, or are you actually, you know, gonna take it and be a man and help us out? And I don't mean be a man as in, you know, the general term. I mean, like when they talk about chivalry and women talking about, oh, men holding doors open and this and that. Chivalry was never a thing to treat women. Chivalry was like a code of conduct when it came down to war. It was the first, like, Geneva Convention. I mean, you don't torture the hell out of me, and I don't torture the hell out of you, and or like the Japanese, the samurai. It was more honorable to kill yourself if you got captured than to
somewhere
be
down
tortured
the
by
line,
your enemy.
chivalry, courtship, and just being courteous all got conflated, and they all became the same fucking thing. And then now none of them mean anything. Like, they're all dead.
It doesn't mean shit anymore. Yeah, they've diluted and conflated and mixed up the meaning so much that there's no real definition to it anymore.
And I don't know about you, but like,
not in the common parlance anyway.
And I don't know. I think men are awakening, like, just small little things. Going back to that, like the courtesy thing. You know, I hold doors open for just about everybody, right?
Oh yeah, me too.
And guess what? The only people that ever thank me are other dudes. They're like, thanks, man, or the head nod or whatever. Bitches, they don't say shit.
The head nod, sure, yeah.
And the bitches don't say shit. They just expect it. You're there to hold the door for them. So every once in a while, I'll fucking troll. And if I see a bitch coming, like, I purposely let the door close. I don't give a fuck. I ain't gonna hold the shit open for you. So
John says me and you, MA, are still echoing.
I don't know then, because it's not a volume issue. It's not representative of either one of our. I don't know if it's a YouTube thing or if it's emanating from the way you did. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
I don't know. I'm gonna mute and you talk a second, and we'll try to narrow this crap down.
All right, John. I'm going to speak in slow, concise sentences so that you can tell if I'm echoing. What up? Yes, no, maybe so. Is it me? Am I still echoing? Am I still echoing, bitch? All right, this is awkward as hell.
Yeah, it is.
Type. Am I echoing? Yes, no?
I have no clue what it is.
Every once in a while, it'll just be for one person. It could even be on his shit. So we got Trance Gamer, who is a suspected troll. So keep an eye on him.
I got John and Lewis on it.
Yeah. I mean, not up. Okay. Shit. Yeah. Just keep for the.
Right on it. Right on it.
He's suspected. He's not. I don't know, because I've seen him do a lot of funny style shit. So, yes, still echo. All right, this time I'll mute and
All right.
have Sitch talk for a bit. So, all right, I'm gonna mute.
Okay. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Age of Aquarius. Age of Aquarius. Yeah, I'm trying to channel William Shatner. I'm Slim Shady. Yes, I'm the real Slim Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating. So won't the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. HD. The stream would repeat every 5 seconds. Okay, so Lewis is muted.
It is what it is. So yeah, it is what it is.
It ain't staying free, is it?
Doubtful. Staying free has a he has a second mute. He uses it a lot, so I'm guessing because we would hear something in the background otherwise.
Yeah.
And he's so.
Man, that sucks. I'm trying to pinpoint it down.
Damn, they're trolling the shit out of fucking AM right now.
Oh, I was kind of worried about. Damn.
Yeah.
Honest
I'm on
rabbits
the
in there.
Well, Lewis?
I'm on the raid.
Luis?
I'm on the raid. We're all raiding.
Raid
Yeah,
squad.
man.
Raid squad. AM is is like a gay hooker. All he cares about is money while acting gay. I don't watch your shit. I was sent a link. It was Armchair. Just said that.
What's up, legend?
So
Oh, by the way, Legend, what was that that program that we were talking about for recovering files on damaged drives? Minitool?
I tipped over a hard drive not long ago, and I used it was called Recuva, RECUVA, and that pretty much did it for recovering what RECUVA. Bong hit. Hashtag bong hit.
But yeah, I think I might be able to get stuff off of it. It's just it took so long to scan the drive, and I had to move, so I had to unplug it. And I
I
couldn't finish
tipped
the
the one.
actual like process, so it it still had like a few gigs to go left, basically, but it was at least able to, scan it. And if it was sitting there for that fucking long, scanning every last little bit, I'm sure it's found something. So I just gotta leave my laptop in a place where I can, plug it in for a good like 36 hours while it goes through the process.
Yeah. No, I was drunk as hell one night playing a game, and I spilled my damn Coca-Cola all over my keyboard and shit. And as I was getting it up, I was picking up other stuff and knocked over my external hard drive and totally screwed that up. So yeah, I spent the next like 2 weeks trying to get that thing to pull all the files off it, because that was the drive I used for backup. And it was an ordeal, but I got it done. Yeah, they they are trolling the hell out of his stream. This is all you guys. Oh, here it is. All right.
People are gonna get bored. They're like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Hey, click on my icon so you can bring it up to the screen.
The screen share.
Are you screen sharing? I don't see nothing.
Are you talking about me though, or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
click on
Yeah.
my icon and you'll be able to see what I'm screen sharing, like for everybody to see.
Oh, your icon. Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is. Well, I see
Look right there at
Skype
the
right
bottom.
now. The input. No, they are going hard at. I don't even know what the hell Angry MGTOW's saying, but they are going hard as hell though on him. Lewis, Misanthropic, Legend.
Yep.
Hang on, I'm gonna have to. You're probably looking at it too, but
Yeah.
so yeah, Grim Reaper won't let up.
Hey, Legend,
Where's the link for it?
you show something else. You're not really screen sharing. You're screen sharing something else.
Yeah, you got Skype screen sharing.
You're
No,
doxing
this
yourself,
shit.
bro.
Me?
No,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm trying to zoom into this a little bit. Maybe it's not working. Oh, there we go. Yeah, they are they are laying into him hard. Armchair AM part 2. I'm serious, dude. I'm this shit soon, and you're a goddamn fag from hell.
You like that?
We're going hard.
When is he going? I'll be back in a while.
No, I'm not your bud. You're your bro. I don't know very much Spanish. I know no soy is I'm not. I believe. He's really ripping into him. Oh shit. Staying free back from his Cheeto run yet? His hot Cheeto run?
No, he's lurking. I bet he's lurking right now.
Lurking. Lurk squad. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to stop screen sharing because this computer is just a piece of crap. There's shit blinking everywhere. It's ridiculous.
There you go. That's fine. Is that better?
No, it's my computer. Seriously, it's maybe reformatting the hard drive and starting over will help for a while, but this thing literally just can't even. I mean,
Have you tried Aussie Logic's defragger?
I haven't defragged in a while, but what was the program again?
Or maybe it's from Recuva or something like that. It's the same company as CCleaner, I believe.
Okay, but I mean, this computer literally I'm not using any graphics card. I'm using the onboard, and I think maybe even from the beginning the NVIDIA drivers weren't installed correctly or something. But yeah, I don't even have DirectX 11 or 12. I'm still stuck on DirectX 9. Like 3 gigs of RAM, 500 megs on the 500
damn.
gigs on the hard drive. It's one of those HP Slimline. It wasn't meant for anything really, but like office programs and web browsing.
All right, AM just wrapped up his shit, so everybody should be swarming back over.
All right. Yeah, I closed that tab now.
Yeah,
No,
he
I
likes
might
the
end up-
negative attention. It all works in his favor, so that's probably what SFM was talking about right before he left.
That's the Streisand effect, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
You know,
like
pretty much-
he tried to do that race shit on Lewis, you know.
Yeah.
And which is, I thought fucking AM was an effeminate gay Mexican dude, and then now he's talking shit about Mexicans. I'm like, what the fuck? I got so
He
confused.
said
No,
he's
he's-
black before.
He says he's Asian as well. No, he's full of shit. He's a compulsive liar.
What do they call that? Heinz 57? A little bit of everything.
He's a woman with too much testosterone.
Yeah, he's effeminate as shit. Didn't you hear how he was talking shit about Sabella? He sounded like effeminate as
Yeah.
hell.
Yeah.
He's like, girl, like, I don't know, she's gone. Fucking acting like a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know much of it, dude, but you know, AM, but he seems like just a lot of the other ones, just the clickbaity and the pandering to the lowest common
He
denominator.
just clickbait. He hasn't even.
You know,
That's the way I see it.
If you get hip to MGTOW from Sandman, that's hit or miss. But if you get
That's-
hip to MGTOW from Angry MGTOW, you're done.
Yeah. Well,
It'll be a
that's
long, arduous journey.
See, that's kind of how I came in through Sandman. Well, it was that last girl that I was telling you about, the one that their grandpa was a preacher. I mean, I was already on the fence when it came down to atheism and being agnostic. And so Amazing Atheist was the first one that I really came across when I started with that. And Cult of Dusty, Matt Dillon Hunty, But then a lot of stuff started creeping into anti-feminist stuff, and I started going from there to there, and eventually from the anti-feminist stuff, I saw Sandman. I was on a couple of different other forums, lurking like hell, Lurk Squad, and so Sandman, yeah, that's really where I came into as far as YouTube. Was really where I came into a lot of that, and then
He usually comes in first whenever you search the term. Not lately, though.
yeah.
Actually, lately, that's been challenged, and guess what it's been challenged by, surprisingly enough? These casts are coming up in the first couple pages now.
I know,
Did you
right?
know that? Yep.
No.
Try searching my name and see how easy it is to find me now. Before you couldn't.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was let's see what was it? You guys will remember now because it's been so damn long ago. Was it Stardust or was it Spetsnaz? Had the video. It was basically underwater with the sharks running around, swimming around and everything. But he was talking.
That was
Spetsnaz.
pretty sure.
That was that was one of the first videos that I had saw too. That and like I said, Sandman. But then I started getting along the line of who in the hell else do I have on my my stream? I did get in the I up until recently really been into Sargon of Akkad, but Sargon's kind of now he's kind of droning on. He's worn out his welcome with me. It's not really any reason in particular other than it's the same old shit now. It's just the same old with him.
He's a cluster
And-
homosexual. Did you see his pictures with Milo?
I've only really known about Milo in the last
And
year.
he sent dick pics to
The
another
problem
one.
I've always had with
But him
fucking
and Sargon
Sargon.
did a live stream, and it was almost like Sargon would make a joke about him being gay, and then they would look at each other, and it was kind of like almost, are you two fags gonna kiss? Like, it was weird. This was like a weird year and a half ago or something. It was just a little bit awkward.
The thing that I never liked about Sargon is the same thing I've never liked about it, a lot of people, which is that half the information they give is completely incorrect and the other half is great. So it's unless you already know all the information that they're talking about, no reason for anybody to even listen to these people because you can't learn anything from them. You just end up getting confused about what's actually going on in the world.
That's what SFM has been saying. That they're talking about the truth, but then they kind of stop at some point. Like they don't want to tell you everything.
Exactly what they do. They stop before the whole truth. They give a version of the truth, not the whole truth, right? That's why when you go to court and you have to actually give a testimony, they say you swear to give the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God, or whatever your fucking denomination is. Blah 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 blah. It's because it's not just about telling a portion of the truth. It's about telling the entire truth. And that's what most people in the public spotlight, they don't do. They tell a portion of the truth, and then the other half is disinformation. It's complete debunked propaganda fucking lies of either the left or the right. And they don't, it's not, this is just marketing propaganda. It's not even news or anything else. That's all they are.
To me, it seems like there's always that one subject that they want to get 9 yards up to the 10-yard line, and then they stop right there and go, okay, we're done. And it's that 1% there that, like you said, either I don't know if it's they don't want to talk about it or that they can't talk about it, but
no, it's that they're narrative-driven individuals. So these topics that they're talking about and the way that they're curtailing them is marketing them in a sense to give people an assumed light and an assertion, an impression, which is false. But it's the assertion they want people to believe, because the assertion that they believe, whether or not there's advocate going on, really, right? This is one of the problems that I've always found is people that have really, really piss poor ideas can never play devil's advocate to its full extent on their own. They need somebody else to do it for them because the game to them is I can get whatever I believe I can impose, and it doesn't matter if I've never played devil's advocate in my own head, because these are my ideas and I think they're right. I don't have to get over my cognitive dissonance. There's a whole fucking set of psychology that goes into this.
Well, see, and what gets me is, and it depends for each situation, but I would say 8 times out of 10, when some shit like this goes on, I look around and go, okay, so where were the parents? Are we not addressing the parents? Are we not addressing the fact that the dad isn't in the picture? Are we not addressing the fact that the mom's a lazy whore? There's something here we're not addressing.
Have you properly spelled the acronym SIS for like sissy boy?
Hold on, there's also another thing that I
CIS?
almost completely forgot to mention, which is
CIS?
No, you said cis, like sissy, CIS, or are you talking about SISSY?
Well, the acronym for sissy boy.
I'm not exactly sure where you're coming from.
there's
on
also
that,
something
but
else that these guys could be doing.
It might be the drinks. I'm sorry, but
have you guys heard the saying "keep it simple, stupid"?
Yeah, kiss.
yeah.
So any message that you want to get across, you have to, by definition, to make it received. Yeah, you have to keep it simple and so stupid that it omits a vast percentage of the context of the situation.
That's basically like on Reddit, the ELI5, explain like I'm 5.
Explain like I'm 5? Yeah, I guess so.
That's the thing on, yeah, I like to look at Reddit quite a lot. And
When we turn around and we look at sales presentations, they're always curtailed in this manner of keep it simple, stupid, and that a slogan or a promotion should be able to be pitched within 30 seconds or less. Any longer than that, you're taking up a lot of the person's like mental focus, right?
Yeah, you make it succinct.
pandering to the base. That still comes to mind. Pandering to the base.
Not really.
Not really.
No.
Oh.
No, this is more about just understanding that people's attention spans are about 30 seconds long, and if you can't turn around and get your message in within 30 seconds, you're gonna miss your window.
Like,
Yeah.
The second that they go,
You do the same thing in like your objective in a resume or in your medical documentation, for example. You keep it very to the point and succinct. You clarify as best as you can within a short amount of words.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but keep it simple, stupid is you want to even use simple words. Trump was awesome at this. Trump was the king of this in the election.
Yeah.
That's what he was like. That was his best marketing thing. He just kept it simple, stupid. And all he did was he threw out these, short slogans or these short catchphrases. And that's what he was doing, was he was keeping it simple and stupid so that the vast majority of all the simple, stupid people out there could understand or at least relate to him in some sort of way. And that's what he was doing, right? He was putting simple, stupid message out here into that group, simple, stupid message out there into that group, simple, stupid message out there into that group, simple, stupid message out there into that group. And even though that the majority, or not everybody in the group that he puts that message out into will take it, the simple, stupid ones will very easily do so.
like the Make America Great Again.
When we talk about sales, there's 3 groups that we break their percentages in. So you've got the people that'll buy basic anything, the simple, stupid people. That it doesn't even matter if it's simple or stupid. They'll buy anything whatsoever. They're just like you could show up and just say, hey, I'm going to put $1,000 a month on your credit card bill, and I'm going to give you a flaming piece of shit. You happy with that? And they'd be like, yeah, that sounds awesome, man. What can I do with it? Absolutely nothing. Okay, I love paying. Like, literally. So there's people out there that are like that. Then there's another 10% that it doesn't matter what you bring to them, doesn't matter how good of a salesperson you are, they're never going to buy from you on any goddamn day. And it's just the way they are. They're non-buyers. They don't buy from salespeople. They take long periods of time. And even if they are going to fucking buy from you, it's going to take you so goddamn fucking long and so much bagging around and budging around and fucking with it and fiddling and going back and forth in multiple meetings that it's just like, fuck it. You can go and do fucking 10 deals in the same amount of fucking time as dealing with this one asshole. So let somebody else fucking waste their time with them. And then there's the 80%, which they need to understand. And using the simple, stupid method, you can you pander to the points that they identify with, right? So you find a point that they identify with highly, you make a simple, stupid message based around it, and then you throw it into that personality type or that group, that marketing group, that area that you want to market to, and then you do that again with the next group and the next group and the next group, because that's America's filled with all these little mini fractured identities, right? And that's what he did, was he threw out all these little simple, stupid messages. That made the 80%, the majority, okay, of the buyers in the marketing world, as we like to look at it. They were the ones that were listening to that simple, stupid message more than the 10% that aren't going to fucking buy anything. And who really cares about the 10% that buy everything? Because they're going to buy everything anyways. It's the 80% you really need to play to. Yeah, with those simple, stupid messages, even if not all of that 80% takes on, enough of them do, because they automatically identify with that very simple, stupid message that he's putting directly at them. And he did that throughout the election. He just went around from one little identity to identity and grabbed from it 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 and grabbed from it. And that's how he got enough, votes to win the electorate.
Yeah. And being a businessman, he knew exactly what he was doing.
Oh yeah, this is marketing strategy.
Time after time.
He's written books on sales and marketing, and he's been through multi businesses that have to do in depth with marketing. And I watched a documentary on him or biography on him. But one of the things it talked about was, especially in his early years, he spent a lot of time with like motivational speakers and learning how to talk and learning body language and human psychology that goes into sales and all that kind of stuff. Same sort of marketing stuff that I've learned. So yeah, when I think about it, he probably knows everything I know plus more. Probably even a wider range and application for the things that can be done with it. Because I have a big rich super daddy behind me to just pay for whatever I would need, giving me a fucking $10 million loan or whatever he got.
Oh yeah. Well, I heard it was $1 million, but there had to have been more.
Yeah, this small loan of $1 million for me.
Yeah. Although, I mean, I still kind of, it still irks me when they want to go, oh, well, he's filed bankruptcy 4 times. It's like, no, the individual companies he owns has filed bankruptcy.
And hold on,
4 different
ones.
If
you look at successful businessmen, generally before they become like super successful rich, they usually end up claiming bankruptcy in the businesses that they run 3 to 4 times on average. It's just
yeah. I'm not an economist or a businessman on that sort. I really don't know exactly what's going on there. But
all the really rich businessmen that you look out there, they've got multiple ventures that they've gone on, aside from the one that they turned around and got very successful at, that they failed at again and again and again and again. And what a lot of people don't understand, it's all those failures, right, on all those other little projects, all the things that they learned from failing over and over again that allows them to eventually become a successful businessman, because they don't make all the mistakes that they made in all those other little pet projects before.
Yeah, but they want to harp on the 4 to 6 or whatever bankruptcies, when how many business ventures does Trump have his fingers in? Like 100 or more, doesn't he? I mean, it's quite a lot. So I mean, that's not a bad average.
Well, let's say before his election, there's probably hundreds of thousands of separate all sorts of little business deals and copyright and trademarks and clothing lines and like he's got all sorts of fucking like perfume lines and suit lines and fucking tie lines and this fucking line and that fucking line and I think it's probably well over 100.
And to have only 4 to 6 of them go bankrupt, that's not a bad average. That's really great.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's more than that. He's claimed bankruptcy. His businesses have claimed bankruptcy something in total of 28 times.
Yeah.
So
but it's cutting your losses.
It's not a small amount, but most of his bankruptcies are all in his early days, and it's really where he got his name. Was he turned around? He was the one that was the too big to fail before the banks existed, or before the banks turned around and did it to the government. He did it to the banks. That's the funny thing. It's no word of a lie.
And
before the banks were too big to fail, he went out and took so many goddamn fucking loans from the banks, and then started to fail, that it was more profitable for them to make sure to restructure his loans and wipe off this and help him turn around and get write off a huge amount in tax losses and this and that, and do all sorts of deals, so that he didn't have to pay taxes for years and years. And it ended up being the best possible thing for him. The banks turned around and helped him do a lot of the stuff because he was he owed them so much money that if he would have fucking gone bankrupt, they would have many of them would have taken huge hits, and possibly some of the banks on Wall Street could have gone belly up just from, once one big real estate broker goes, then the price of the real estate value of all the properties, they immediately drop down, right? Once a bankruptcy or foreclosing, that kind of stuff starts happening. And when you start dealing with huge, massive people like Donald Trump at that time and how much property he owned, if he goes belly under, well, now there's going to be huge areas where the price just bottoms out, and then you've got all these other real estate investors that they've now got to deal with the losses of those the property values going down, and it causes a big problem. So the banks are tied into all these separate businesses, one after another, and that's really what it was. You can't let me fail, so you're gonna help me out. He was the one that did it to them before they did it to the U.S. government. It's fucking hilarious.
And the funniest part about it was that was the shit that Bill Clinton had put in place. If I remember right, the Clinton administration basically opened the door for him to be able to get away with and do what he did. Because we had the whole the housing bubble, right? I mean, as far as I remember, the Clinton administration.
The big thing that he was able to do is get a tax write-off. That was one of the biggest things. So
write-off.
For the losses for the losses that he had accumulated, and instead of him having to pay taxes and all on a portion of that, like most people would have had to, he was able to get the government to make him a deal where they extended out the amount that that he was allowed to write off. And then they also extended it out so that the amount that he lost in that year were able to be pushed over onto following years, even though that he might not have lost anything in those following years. So it ended up being a huge bonus for him, because then for the next something like 15 years or something, he didn't have to pay taxes because of that one massive fucking failure at the beginning where the banks turned around and wrote off a huge portion of the loans anyways, restructured the debt, and he was able to cover it all.
Yeah.
Trump's I don't know. I've never been a fan of him, but I've never been like, oh, I think he's the worst guy in the world. I don't think that. I don't know. The way that I've seen it, I very much kept my mouth shut for a long time and didn't give in my way, and I never gave in my final say to any candidate. But it wasn't until literally almost the election was almost votes were almost about to be cast that I kind of finally figured out. I connected all the dots, and I was like, oh, now I get it. Now it all makes sense. Holy fuck, what a good fucking opera show they got going on here. Look at this Hollywood fucking facade. Yeah.
Oh yeah. But I mean, on the other hand, I don't know how much better Hillary would have done either.
That's not the option. Don't make it into a false dichotomy. One pile of shit is not any better than the next pile of shit. I'm not a pig. I don't roll around in piles of shit, and I don't suggest you do either.
I mean, maybe I was
buying it on him, Seth. Should we get into one of our duology talks and just fucking
try? No, it's really what people are trying to make the argument is, the devil is better than the devil you don't, one way or the other, either for Hillary or for Trump.
Yeah.
Really, what's wrong with you guys? Did you not just recognize that you just called them devils? Don't you realize that as long as you keep on getting in bed with devils, you're gonna have some fucking problems?
Yeah.
Well, it's because when's the last time we've had an angel? Like, even if we, I mean, memory lane or the
Not
nostalgia
even
or
an
the
angel.
stories.
Let's just get a
Exactly.
fucking human. How about a human first? Before we
Yeah.
get an angel, let's work on getting a human. That's
Exactly.
it. Just a human being, a regular one, just not a devil.
That's where I was going with the whole man, good, woman, bad thing. But nobody caught on. Nobody wanted to take the bait. So.
Oh, sorry. So, yeah. Hillary would have been an absolute disaster. Trump will be most likely just as much as an absolute disaster. He's got some things that have surprised me. Like, I just posted this video, Graham, of him talking about 9/11, and it makes me think, makes me wonder. Because I've always had this opinion. I always had this opinion. I was like, is he just a puppet, or is he playing the JFK game? Because JFK had to basically play puppet and play like he was the best friend of the bankers and the best friend of these people and those people and all that kind of stuff until he got into power, and then he went sideways on them and they blew his head off. I've always wondered how is Trump gonna be the another JFK where he placates to them all the way to him getting into office and then tries to enact a plan that takes them out of power and wages war on them.
Seth, have you looked into the bills HR 231 and 255?
No. What do they stand for?
They're basically corporate level affirmative action. They're supposed to be like streamlined programs to get women into CEO and CSO positions and shit.
Oh, okay. So you could have just said affirmative action. It's been going on.
Yeah, it's affirmative action part 2. But he got into it. It's pissed off the people that actually pay attention. But for mostly this fake alt-right bullshit, these people that supposedly have qualms with feminism and all these bullshit programs, not a word, not a fucking word. So.
No, and I found it really funny. There's like this in some of the manosphere. There's like this attitude still at this point where it's like, no, Trump's our candidate. He's gonna make the world great for men. You're a fucking moron. He likes his little life up at the top, where he can walk up to any woman and grab her by the pussy, and she'll like it. Why is he gonna change that world upside down? For who? For you? Why?
No, yeah.
He's never lived in your life. Why would he do that?
Never. And yeah, it's so funny how this guy sold the whole, the underdog working man ticket when he's never been one. He's never had that lifestyle.
He's a salesman, and he's a salesman, and he understands, the teachings of Goebbels that if you repeat the same fucking thing enough times, eventually people just believe you. It's a weird thing about sales. I used to do it too. People would turn around and you just repeat certain things over and over and over again, and then eventually they hear them enough times and they believe them, even if they have argued with you a million times. When we do sales in an area for a long time. I once had a guy say, "Oh man, I wish I was so good that I'd go into an area and I'd get every single deal that was there, and no other agent could go back." And I was like, "Well, that'd be pretty asshole-ish of you." He's like, "Why?" Like, because then nobody could ever go back. Wait, you don't think there's other people that need a job too? You got to leave something there. And that's part of the thing is, people move out, you leave a few behind. Some people don't do it with you, or they weren't home, and then the next guy comes by, and eventually everybody gets done over the long run. But I ended up getting into the business after it had already been hit for like 15 years. And there was people that hadn't signed up for 15 fucking years and then would sign up in the 17th year. And then you would ask them, why are you doing it now after so long? Because you guys have been coming by for 15 years and you've been saying the identical same fucking thing over and over and over again for 15 years. So what does that mean? Well, you guys must not be lying, because you wouldn't be able to all say the same thing for 15 years over and over again. Okay, sure. All right. And they literally take it that they've heard it so many times from so many different people that it must be true.
Wasn't that the same way with pop music? Like, it's more of a macrocosm, though. It's not on that long of a scale. But I think there was a study done that the reason why a lot of these pop songs are that popular is because these radio stations just wear a hole in these songs, like twice an hour.
They're oversaturated.
And eventually it gets to the point where people, oh yeah, I've heard this song. Oh yeah, they're out just listening to the radio and they're out cruising around, partying, whatever. And it's the sheer repetition of these songs that make them popular, not the quality itself, but the repetition.
I posted a good little video there in one of the chats earlier today that said, I was looking up fucking things that were making fun of Jews. As a Jew, I like to do it sometimes. It gives me a good laugh. And so I was doing it, and the video was titled How You Can Tell That the Jew News is Scripted. And it was going through like different holidays. And it was just one news station after another news station after another news station saying the identical same message. The same scripted message over and 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 over again for all different holidays, different times of the year, different things that are happening, all sorts of stuff. And it's literally what it is. It's a repeated message over and over and over. And that's the only reason why people believe it. Because if they heard it once, they probably most likely think, it's just nonsense.
Oh, I'm sorry to do this, because this is, I guess, the way we are. For some reason or another. Hang on. Crap, where is it at? You said you were of Jewish heritage, and all I did was Jew smoking a bong. I would hit that, seriously.
That ain't no joke.
That is a hell of a bong.
Oh yeah.
I had myself muted there. That's one hell of a bong.
There we go.
The other day, literally like the other day, Israel, I think, legalized medical marijuana. I feel like countrywide. Not a big country, not at all. It's the size of a toenail, but yeah.
What country?
Israel did.
Israel, yeah.
How bizarre.
Not really, seeming that they were like the proponents of all the fucking science on it for the last 25 years.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
I wonder why now, though. I wonder why now. That's my first question. Why now?
Yeah. I mean,
maybe because they want me to move there.
There are some smart motherfuckers, though. I mean, first of all, why do you think the media and everything is owned? I mean, it's mostly Jewish. It's mostly the Jewish people that are owning the media. I mean, they gotta be smart in some way or another. I mean, hell.
Yeah, it's funny. I don't know why, because I don't type about it. I haven't written about it, right? But lo and behold, my G Plus, when I went in just now, people I never heard of. It's all posts of people I'm not following, and all it is Jewish conspiracy stuff. Come from.
Yeah. I mean, there's got to be something to it. I mean, yeah, the hell with it. If you're smart, you're smart. I never understood.
There's even one about you. There's actually one about you. Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
Let me read this shit. It's just a picture of a blonde chick for no apparent reason. It says, "So you're a good Jew who speaks out against Israeli apartheid and Zionism. When will you speak out against the self-serving Jews who have hijacked other people's countries to serve Jewish interests? What about the media and bank monopolies? Disproportionate number of Jews. How about that? You're strangely silent. Cat got your tongue? apparently they're talking about you, but you actually do talk about all that shit too. So I don't know.
Yeah, this is the straw man fucking non-statement and false accusation shit where I talk about all this stuff and they just, oh no, you only. Oh wait.
Yeah, I mean, I don't pretend to know anything about a lot of that. I mean, pardon my ignorance, but
The only thing that I will say is sometimes I won't touch subjects because I don't have enough background knowledge on it, and I don't have the applicable skills to go in and get the background knowledge because I don't speak the language, or I don't read the language, or I don't even understand how to fucking translate the language. Yeah, that kind of stuff.
No,
So when it comes to like dealing with like, you know, Chinese personal affairs or, you know, in China, I try to stay away from that kind of stuff unless somebody comes to me that's like covers that and actually, you know, devotes a portion of their life to following it, because I can't can't follow, you know, local Chinese news. I don't have the time. I do the subjects that I have interest in and that I'm already following, and I've branched out as far as I can, you know, go. But if there was more things that I'd talk about, then if I could fit them in, then I'd fit them in. But I can't. There's only so many things I can talk about.
You're a null jolt, Seth.
yeah, no, Joe.
Not all dudes are like that.
Yeah,
Oh, say wait. Not Galt would be not all Goyim are like that.
Not all grannies are like that.
It's interchangeable. Whatever you want to do with it, you know. Not Galt.
Anyways, literally, that was fucking. I can't believe. Yeah.
Treading water. But I mean, yeah, there's got to be something to it. If I mean, the media is owned by those of the Jewish faith. I mean, for the most part.
Well, not necessarily faith. Yeah.
No, it's not their faith. They're fucking atheist. This is the thing that I find funny is the fucking person who just probably wrote that message is probably an atheist Zionist who has more in common with all the fucking people that they just tried to say that I don't talk about than I do.
Yeah, I gotcha.
All of their fucking ideals are the same. All of their wants are the same. Everything that they consider a moral right or a moral wrong are the same. All of their what they think are valuable liberties, the way that they think men and women should be treating each other, everything. Oh, it's all the fucking same. I don't agree with any of theirs, but somehow I get fucking thrown into the box.
The Uncle Tom of Jews, as it were.
I think it's because I just grew up like with Goyim my entire life, and then I kind of got into it. So it's kind of like.
Could you clarify Goyim?
Well,
cattle.
No, not cattle. When I say, well, it depends when I say it. When I want to be an asshole, I'll tell you I'll make sure you understand. I mean that you're a human cattle. But when I generally say Goyim, it just means people, anybody that's not a Jew.
But I mean, is that what the
word actually translated in ancient Hebrew translates to people of the other nations?
Okay. So yeah, outsiders.
Not even
others.
Not even people. It just means of the other nations. That's the identical word or the translation.
Yeah, I'm a little ignorant on things like that. So yeah, pardon my ignorance on that. Yeah, I was just wondering, but yeah,
it's okay. Most Jews are ignorant on it. You ask them and they'll tell you, "Oh, that's something."
You want to know? Hey, you want a mind blown moment? Since you kind of came in from the whole atheist kind of side of things, have you noticed that there's only actually two faiths that they rail against really hard, and that's Islam and Christianity. Judaism is always left out. Always.
Well, I mean, isn't Judaism basically? I mean. I think the way they see Christianity is Judaism 2.0 because you got the Old Testament and the New Testament.
Well, I've got a better explanation for you. The vast majority of these Jews that propose themselves as atheists are not actually even atheists. They're just this weird, twisted, fucking distorted, fucking self-hating. I don't even know what to call them. They've actually they've taken all of the negative hate and all the bad things that have been said about Jews throughout history, and they've actually internalized that in such a fashion that they sit there and they try to evade it by becoming atheists. Is really what it is. They try to evade any of the responsibility or any of the identity or the accountability, any of the blame, any of the shame, any of it. They're trying to sidestep it. When I see that as well, it's doubling down on stupid. That's all it is.
Like feminists.
You know, you know what it reminds me a lot of is when I was talking earlier tonight about my fucking mother, about how she was abused by her fucking parents, and all she did was whine and cry about it, and then she whined and cried about it so much that she became a fucking goddamn horrible person, and then she did it to me and my sister, and you know, then I turned around and I started eating myself up about it because the way that I was treated, and the only reason I stopped and I realized that was the cycle of this like self-hating and getting worse. That's like,
Yeah.
That's what's gone on with Zionists and a lot of these atheist Jews, is they've taken this process of self-hating, not just one generation either, it's multi-generational, and they've taken all that outside hate and they've interpersonalized it, and every time they've done it, they've in their evasion, they've taken away parts of their own identity and thrown them away as if they don't belong to them. So at the end of the day, that's why they're not criticizing Judaism, because it's kind of criticism that was leveled at them came from the Muslims and came from the Christians. So it's really they don't even realize that they're still trying to defend that hate that was once spewed against them, but they're doing it now in such a distorted way that they've become a self-fulfilling prophecy. How can you not hate people when they drop bombs on your head? How can you not hate people when they just evict you from your fucking land after you take them in as guests? They become a self-fulfilling prophecy of hate, of the self, because they've internalized the self-hate and done away with every last little bit of moral reasoning that could possibly fucking prevented this sort of situation. I have a saying that Jews that lose their Torah always become a fucking hell of a lot worse. They're better off being crazy goddamn religious Jews than being running around with no moral law whatsoever. I don't know what it is. It seems like if we don't have some sort of really strict obedience system to follow that's very, you know, pinpoint and detailed, well, we end up making some other fucking one. And atheist, militant atheism and all sorts of different ideologies are almost identical representations of this process of Jews expelling their identity and not being able to get rid of it, and then recreating that identity in a very, very flawed, subjective manner, and reimposing it on a new group of people and making that identity again. Me and I was talking about it with Misanthropic. We watched a really good video that actually went into, you know, the detail on Judaism and Jewish religions and Jewish descent, and the Judaism is less of a belief system in a god, and it's more of a belief system in a tribe. So there's even from the beginning, they're almost very atheist, because if you ask many Jews, even religious ones, do you believe in God? It's not my job to believe in God. It's my job just to be observant of God. They don't even have to have a relationship with God. It's very bound within worldly affairs, within the material realm of strict obedience to a regulatory system. And that's really what Judaism is, more than a religion. It's more where it differs from Islam and Christianity in its biggest effect is that it's more of a regulatory system, an obedience system, than a religion. Where Christianity and Islam focus on trying to bring somebody closer to God. In Judaism, one is not brought in closer to God, but it is just wound in an earthly obedience scheme of trying to obey 613 separate charges, commandments given directly by God. So it's a whole different system.
Yeah, and in that perspective, I do kind of see what you mean.
And this, a lot of the shack back that I get, literally there's like a self reaffirmation process that goes on with Jews, where the Jew believes in the Jew, and the Jews believe in, or the Jew believes in the Jews, and the Jews believe in the Jew. So there's this basic self reaffirmation process, and that's where the religion really circles around. Even if you turn around and you say you're no longer a religious Jew, you still end up retaining this belief that because as a Jew you believe in the Jews, and the Jews believe in the Jew, and so you're not really allowed out of the system. You're not even allowed to criticize the system, because any sort of criticism is taken on a genocidal inclination, like you're literally about to go into the next Holocaust. Yeah. So.
All right, SFM, you're back.
Yeah, I am. I'm still a little cold. I'm in a very cold place, but what the fuck ever. What the fuck just happened? What was all that?
What?
You know damn well what. Don't even
You
try to
talking?
play. No,
Yeah.
No.
I know what he's talking about. Yeah, I know. We kind of got off.
You guys were sitting over there in AM's video.
No, I wasn't. I literally was going through some shit out in this cold wilderness, and then I come back, and this is what I hear. I hear Seth going on his whole fucking rant. Now, did you ask for the book? Is that what you're doing? Are you like him? You don't have those problems?
No, it was actually weird. Misanthropic said that since randomly, all of a sudden in his feeds, it's all like anti-Zionist stuff, anti-Israel conspiracy, anti-Jew stuff, and then he's like, and there's even one about you, and I'm like, oh yeah, really? And it basically said that, oh, I'm critical against Zionist apartheid Israel, but I don't criticize the bankers. I don't criticize the Jews who have taken over other people's countries. Anyways, everything they said were things that I actually do criticize. In
basically,
very
they don't know
detail.
who the fuck you are, and
so that turned around and that started a conversation that
But it was more of a political
Yeah.
than a religious thing. I
Yeah.
mean,
oh my bad.
You missed the AM raid. Fucking legend even took it to Twitter.
Dude, I'm using Chrome. I'm using that new browser now, so I have no clue how to see anything that happened. Like I can look at, how I normally
what's it
do
called
stuff,
again?
I don't remember. It's MaxiPad.
What the fuck?
Type it in chat.
Yeah, for sure. I'll just call it MaxiPad from now on.
Maxthon, MaxThon.
MaxiPad. It's MaxiPad is this new browser. It's pretty dope. Let me go look at that AM.
I see.
I just added on a little like add-on for Facebook. It basically gets rid of all the ads and the shit that I don't need, even stories that I wouldn't be interested in, like when somebody's birthday is, or stupid shit like that. It's called Facebook Purity. It's an extension for it.
I don't see an AM stream.
Oh, it's gone. We shut that shit down.
oh, they were trolling hard, man.
Everybody that was in the last cast kind of went over there while Sitz was gearing this shit up. Where he started it, everybody took a turn, went over there, just clown the shit out of him. He was half front. He was faking the funk, acting like it was all good, and then suddenly he's like, you know what? I need to go play Zelda, and then he ended.
What the fuck? Play Zelda? That's your excuse? Like, yeah, no. The last quest is waiting for me.
I didn't sit and listen to
Well, it's-
AM specifically, but I did see the chat, and it did end quite suddenly.
It was a second channel. It's in a second channel. Or here, posted the link in the group chat.
What the fuck? So, why is
Even merch here.
So what's interesting though
Even
is that
Seth went.
Legend now has him in his sites, right? So Legend's network is a little bit different than ours. So now you're gonna get fathers' rights, MRAs, all kind of motherfucker associating this dude's name with bullshit. So he's gonna get some new. That should be interesting to see how that pans out.
the Grim Reaper won't light up? Wait, who's he called?
I asked him, I'm like, "What's that about? Is that like a secret way of celebrating male disposability? Are you trying to? What is that about?" He didn't answer me though.
She's just been sick or some shit lately.
What-
Fucking.
I find it weird that I couldn't find that when I was looking for it.
By the way, that guy in here, I forget, John, the guy that had the strange ailment. I've been
John
sitting here
Kramer?
reading
John
up on
Kramer?
it for
John
the last,
Kramer?
I don't know how many fucking hours, and I've learned so much goddamn random shit. But
It's
it is
actually a very
such a-
disturbing ailment to have. It technically means that you're just gonna die.
well, it's
Yeah,
just
reach
I
out
find
to
that-
him, man.
I
Just reach
find-
out to him. He's discuss it with him privately. I think he prefers that. So
Yeah, he
I
does.
find it
actually.
just
It's
fascinating.
not something that we
I-
talk about openly.
It's not even the specific ailment itself, but the entire branch off or whole like list of ailments. I find them very interesting.
And I
I know
don't
it might not sound
like
interesting to everybody else,
how
but
I can't take this goddamn tab and move it to another thing.
just the way that it works, it's
Let me move it to another window.
so.
he's gotten into it before. It's crazy. There's a
Yeah,
lot of shit like that out. So
Look at the chat window.
I'm trying, but it won't let me move this to my other monitor. The hell's going on?
Just open it up.
Close tabs to the left. No, I don't want
Just
to.
go into
Nice.
some of our groups on Facebook too.
That's a nice little monitor you got there, Stefan.
Yeah, I don't want a Mexican to steal it. So back the fuck up. I will shoot you.
stab your ass quicker
You
than I
almost swat-
can.
Let's see how you like it when you get swatted, bitch.
No, I'll click on the links.
Oh wait a minute, I'm missing something, and I gotta go and see what Lewis posted.
Oh.
See when you like it when you get swatted, bitch. Yeah, whole different story. When all your fucking windows are broken.
Bitch, I already been through that. It's called dealing with a BT1000. Shut the fuck up. Oh, I wish AM would say that.
No, all that once, motherfucker.
What?
You like it's just.
Oh, there we go.
I don't know what Ellen's about to go in on, but it doesn't. I don't know.
Swatting, motherfucker.
Seth,
Yeah,
who's Osho?
Osho. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Who the fuck is Osho?
No society wants you to become wise. It is against the investment of all societies. If people are wise, they cannot be exploited. If they are intelligent, they cannot be subjugated. They cannot be forced in a mechanical life to live like all have the fragrance of rebellion around them. In fact, a wise man is a fire, alive, a flame. He would like rather to die than to be enslaved. Osho.
Fucker.
Sounds like me.
That's some dope
Someone
shit.
deleted my post out of the
Very good quote.
Fuzzy Ghost.
Somebody
Dude,
deleted that.
Legend, you
Twitter?
probably ain't caught up, but no one really goes to XYZ Ghosts anymore.
I don't care.
Yeah, they kind of moved to somewhere else. Even the guy who made it is like, yeah, I'm tired of this shit.
I guess it's a good thing society has cracks and people fall through them.
Is that Tupac?
Shut the fuck up, man.
It sounds like some Tupac shit. He was always talking about flowers and cracks and shit.
I don't think so. I just
All right.
kind of made up the analogy as I was sitting here reading.
Oh god, my fucking body is always tense. Oh wow, I felt that deep in my goddamn spine. I really need to learn to relax. Now relax when I'm dead.
Major Fiji or major.
You need to learn how to lower that blood pressure.
My blood pressure is actually perfectly fine. Because my body is the one suffering, not my blood pressure. Jackass. All right. Well, we promised a long running stream.
So, if you don't mind, then me and SFM were talking earlier. I had mentioned something earlier. This was about 24 hours ago. I wanted to know everybody's take on not the how, but the why. That there's this like a waifu culture, why a lot of men are gravitating toward fictional female characters, bronies, not quite to that extent, furries even to a lesser extent, but why there's this whole subset of men who are now gravitating toward fictional characters.
What you're talking
fictional
about,
female
gravitating towards, is that false sense of nurturing that that male mother need. That male mother need.
Yeah. Back 200 years ago, you didn't have cartoons really in vast amounts to be able to jerk off to, and now
God
you do.
Damn it, Seth.
So the stimulation that you're getting of the female figure and the female this and that ends up being a fictional character, cartoons, movies. That's our present day. Plus, in our reality, the women that we have available to us are so low quality that, well, that seems like a horror movie. So either way, it seems like fiction to us. And let's at least take the fantasy where we get to have our fictional character, at least in the one that we like, not the horror movie.
Yes, that's like what SFM was saying. SFM was saying those guys are pretty much trying to catch or hold on to what they're missing in real life.
Well, check this out.
But not just that. What they're missing in real life, what they're being offered in the virtual world is also exponentially better than they could even get in reality, right? So that they're pushing the standard higher within the virtual world than is accessible within the natural world.
Tesla did it too. He did it in the form of a parrot. He wrote fucking love poems to a goddamn bird.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. I knew he had a very, very bleak view of the future. As
so, at one part of his life, right, he was a socialite and he banged top-notch broads. Another part of his life, he was a complete recluse, and yet there's another part of his life where he literally fell in love with his pet bird. He never fucked it. Well, as we know, I don't know if you can fuck a bird, but you know, he wrote love poetry and shit.
It's called getting bored with life. You go ahead and you have all these thoughts and you do them and you make them reality. Then after a while, you're like, all right, so what's next? Then after that, you get an understanding of what everything is. And then once you get an understanding, you get bored. You're like, all right, well, now it's time for me to move on and just fuck with shit. Now I need to get a greater understanding. But the problem when we're getting that greater understanding, if you have no direction, causes you a little bit of an impasse. Where do you go from there? Well, you can look at everything, and then eventually, if you're not, what's the word I'm actually looking for? If you don't have the, no, that's not it, because Tesla was a great man. He was very smart, but if you're in a time like he was, you simply only have so many paths that you can go in on and then destroy and make great. And then after that, what next? You understand the detriment of some of the others that you could go for recreation. And then you understand the detriment of those that you could keep going on. Because every time you go into those, people just don't seem to really get it. So what do? Well, you spend your life as a recluse. You go on about your days, just doing, I don't know, whatever the fuck you feel like doing. People probably won't understand exactly.
This is getting really long. This is starting to sound a lot like a how.
Shut the hell up, Seth.
Well, my thing was I didn't want to know the what because we all know the what. I wanted to know the why. And yeah, the how has a lot to do with it. I mean, we all know, oh, we like these characters. They resonate with us. Yes, but I want to know more of the why. Why people gravitate.
Okay, I'll give you the why. Because we are designed to pair bond. When you don't have a suitable mate to pair bond with, you need to put that energy somewhere.
What the hell are you talking about? What is it? What is going on? Remember, I was gone for a while. I have no clue what is going on.
Well, like I said, the waifus and the like, for instance, did you know that there's a cult or a group of people? I don't know if they exactly refer to themselves as a cult, but excuse me, a group of guys over in Russia who absolutely worship Gadget Hack Wrench from the Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
What the fuck?
Show. Let me find that. Let me find that. They are actually like a cult, kind of. That when I'll admit, right on top of everything, I kind of have an affinity for this character too myself. But I've never been the type to have her pictures everywhere and I want to be her husband and all this. It was just a kind of, hey, you know, a cute girl character. She's very smart and very intelligent. But I mean, there's this group that is just like enamored with her. Let me type this up.
I'm just gonna let you guys keep talking because at this point. Nope.
Well, see, this is my this is my wheelhouse. Is the geeky, nerdy, cartoony.
Nigga, I used to watch that
type
cartoon
things.
too, but I never sat there and thought like, yeah, that'd be the perfect mouse bitch.
Who is this character?
From Rescue Rangers.
Chippendale Rescue Rangers. It was a spinoff of the Chippendale characters from way back when, from Disney's characters.
Yeah, all the way back when you see Donald Duck fucking up a
So
snowman.
this female character from this mouse show has a following, like a cult following?
Well,
I'm pulling up the.
I think she was a mouse.
Yeah, she was a mouse. Let me hang on. I'm still trying to pull up a couple of the links. Let me see. There's one.
I got a thing for Jessica Rabbit.
Oh yeah, a lot of them have.
Yeah, you know what? I'll agree
But
with
she
you.
was a human though.
I'll agree with you on that one.
There's
I watched
one
that
there.
so
fucking
what was
weird.
that movie?
I
Roger
walked
Rabbit.
away for I don't know how
Yeah,
long.
friend
And I
Roger
come back
Rabbit.
to this shit.
Yeah, I watched that movie Roger Rabbit over and over again when I was a kid, and I thought that fucking chick was the hottest fucking thing ever.
See?
Even
See
to
what
this
happens?
World
day,
was
I have a
cooler.
fucking thing for fucking redheads with green eyes.
The
I even said it to bitches before. I'm
Oh
like,
yes.
I think
yes.
I was programmed to like chicks like you because of this fucking movie. I'm not kidding you.
The moment my chat don't work, this is what happens. This is your Saturdays. This is exactly what you get.
We can't talk with this. We can't bring up this type of shit on SFM's channel.
But there is actually a cult. There is actually a cult in Russia that worships this character. I mean, head to toe from
Do they
bottom to
sacrifice
top.
babies and shit?
I don't think they sacrifice babies, but shit.
It's a really big day for all PC gamers and content creators.
All right.
Everybody who loves
What are you watching, Legend?
Today is all about Ryzen. We wanted
Ryzen.
to disrupt the PC.
You better.
And yeah, I
So Lewis,
Yeah.
you gotta be older. You gotta be like a ghetto kid to fucking see that fucking movie, Roger Rabbit. Jesus.
I was God,
Dude,
how
I
old was I?
was-
'Cause that came out in what 88?
Dude, Cartoon Network
89?
passed it a lot. Cartoon Network passed that movie quite often. They passed a lot of old shit.
But oh god, I was 6, 7 years old when Who Framed Roger Rabbit came out.
Yeah, because isn't it made by Acme? Acme?
This is Disney,
Acme.
bro.
Well, it was. I think it was a conglomeration between Disney and
Warner Bros. It was a joint
Warner
venture
Brothers.
between
Yes,
Disney
it
and
was
Warner
a-
Bros.
Yes,
Yeah, it was a
Yeah, it
crossover.
was a joint venture. Yeah,
Okay.
because there was Disney and there was Warner Brothers characters in the same feature film.
this is not healthy for grown men to be fawning over fucking, animated characters.
And see, that's the same way with the Japanophiles, the Hatsune Miku. There's, I mean,
What's happening there? I
the
mean,
pillows, all this stuff, yeah. And I'm kind of wondering, it really gets to me. Why are these guys doing it? I understand what they're doing, but is it so bad out there that they have to turn to fictional characters? Like they have to turn to a supposition, a dream almost, in order to get their validation.
Nice. That's my thing.
Well, but we talked about it. The herbivore man, the salary man, the salary man and their culture and shit. We fucking talked about it, man. Like what, yesterday? Yeah, like last night.
Yeah, just last night. Yeah. Well, you got the Hikikomori, which is the herbivore men, and then you got the Soshoku Danshi.
No. The Hikikomori are isolated men, while the herbivore men are tech-savvy freelancers.
this should not be a surprise, all right? So we have how many generations? Fucking Atari, or before that, there was shit before Atari. Go back to the video games. So we got about 2-3 generations at least.
The Magnavox Odyssey, way back then, the Pong systems, yeah.
We've got two or three generations of men that grew up on video games, that grew up on virtual violence, right? It's just a matter of time that, we're going to supplement, these virtual sex, virtual, women, virtual romance, whatever you want to call it. It's the same thing.
And they've been doing that in Japan for, 2 decades now, quite a while.
What was
now.
that reason number 5 or 6 on the problems with transhumanism?
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure exactly what you're referring to, but yeah.
No, he's talking about.
I put up an article earlier, yesterday now, on transhumanism, and I think that was number 5 or 6 on the list of problems with it. Was getting stuck in some sort of virtual reality or fractured realities.
Well, ask yourself this question, and you'll find out your own why. If available to you right now for very cheap or even free, bodysuit, fucking goggles, top-notch virtual realities, there's no difference. You can pick any celebrity bitch you want to fuck, anything in the world you want to fuck, and ask yourself, just use that as a thought of experiment, and then you'll arrive to your own why. Why would you do that? What's the incentive to interact with?
Availability crossed.
Is it really just availability though, or is it being able to?
Well, crossed with the small amount of effort that it takes to actually obtain or achieve, and I think a lot of it has to do with the like the Stepford Wives, the image or the basically of the perfect woman, the unobtainable.
You don't want those problems. If you go down that, I think that, as a novelty, cool. But if that becomes an addiction, you're going to lose your humanity. Simply, it's just going to happen. And it might be a good thing if it's the next evolution. But if we're going down the path through, I can instantly fuck any celebrity bitch I want to and never have to talk to real people, what's that going to look like? So fuck the why. It's the what's that gonna look like? What's gonna happen to you? Who's actually leading the next generation? Who's leading the human 2.0? And why is it being pushed in that direction? These are the more important questions.
I'm wondering if some people don't think or think they don't have another alternative. Or maybe that fantasy world is much more appealing.
Well, how many men that
and who is it that's pushing this to have them feel like it's much more appealing?
Wait,
it again all comes back to marketing, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, this is a lot of this is organic.
Don't try to summon the dragon. Don't do that. No, you don't get to do that. No, hold on. You're talking about who is it that's pushing this marketing, this selling of this idea?
I know it's a little bit conspiracy.
Collusion.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Collusion is not a
It actually makes
conspiracy. It's
perfect
just a
sense.
fucking bunch of different people working in a similar method towards a similar goal,
And
but
you got 'em
fucking completely separate. And that's all you end up having, okay? So the government wants to turn around and dumb you down for one reason. The corporations want to dumb you down for another reason. And then other people want to turn around and sell you another product for another reason. And another group of people want to sell you another product for another reason. And then another lobby wants to turn around and do another thing for another fucking reason. And all these goddamn things end up coming together to the reality that you live in. So it's not one sole people. There's people who are interested in it, so it's being marketed to them. It's what they're buying up. It's the ideas that they want. It's what they prefer. And then there's other people in
I'm
other
gonna get back to getting
they're a little
drunk,
bit
and then
more
after that, I'm gonna
thinking
go
about
after
what's going on, like the government, how the government intentionally dumbs down
Shut up.
society to make
Shut
sure
up,
that they
Seth.
can't be smart.
Well, anybody
up.
anybody who's
You can shut up too. You can shut up.
anybody who wants to suggest a new topic, go ahead. I just was trying to fill some
Because
time.
in
too.
reality, you two fuckers
But,
just always go in different ways that annoy the fuck out of me. It's just.
But I need a minute. I need a minute or two because I gotta go take a piss. I've been drinking too.
Then
So
go take a goddamn piss. Why the hell are you telling us? We don't know what you want to do with your junk. We don't care.
I'll shake it twice for you, man.
Oh, shut the hell up, smart ass.
Hey guys, I'll be back. I gotta run right quick.
Oh God.
Hey, you know what? I need a minute too. I gotta put some topical ointment on my hemorrhoids. I'll be right back.
Hey,
Looking ass nigga.
Bio has a topic. He said, "What could be made of the herbivore man?"
Nothing. Why do people keep? I don't understand why other MGTOWs keep looking so far into that. There's nothing to look into.
What?
The herbivore man. There's nothing to look into
But
there.
it's literally just another sort of version of MGTOW from a different area. It's the same sort of idea, but it's come from a different culture, a different part of the world, underneath a different main language. So it's got a little bit of a different appearance. The terms that they use are different.
All right,
because it comes from a different
I'm gonna actually hit.
but
this
they're very much the same, similar sort of ideas.
because you try to put it as what could be made of them. See, here's the thing: made of them. What could be made of them? Well, their country's government has tried to make many things of them, and they failed. They're doing the same thing that they're going to be doing here. There's nothing to be made of them. They're men who said, "Yeah, fuck y'all. We see what you have in store for us, and you know what? We'd rather do something different." That's it. There's nothing to be made of them. There's no deeper insight. There's no, oh no, deep Asian secrets. No, there's nothing like that.
Sometimes it is.
Harris has all the answers on this. Everybody.
Oh yeah, everybody. Somebody. Well, we got to say Harris's name like 1,000 times. We got to summon him. Everybody summon Harris.
Everyone in Japan, present, future, history, doesn't matter. They're all pedophiles. That's Harris's theory. So.
And also we need to drop another nuke on Japan. Harris says, and also Harris has the understanding how to fix the Middle East too.
Yep.
But when Seth was in the chat, all of a sudden he bitched up and just started agreeing with him. But as soon as I came in the chat, Harris just jumped the fuck out with his punk ass.
Yep.
Weird, Harris. Weird behavior. You want to blame it on something? I'm waiting. I'm listening. I'm here, bro. My ears are open.
Can anybody recommend a better hemorrhoid cream? My shit's not working.
Vaseline, baby.
Wait it out.
Wait it out, dude. I've been bleeding around the house like a literal bitch.
Push it out.
Are you scraping your ass around like a dog?
Yeah. Why the fuck did Bio show up?
Are you doing the boot scoot?
Bio's subscribed to me. He probably got a notification and came
What
on
up,
in.
Bio? You're in a hostel? Really? You went to Asia? Are you in fucking Asia, dude?
Dude, if a
No,
pale,
probably Germany, right?
if a pale white girl with
I don't
short cut hair shows up, run. She's gonna end up getting you killed, but surviving. She's gonna survive. You're gonna die. I saw the movie. Both of them.
All right, fine. Type in one thing. All right, you're still in Australia. You're in a fuck. Okay, well at least you're
Oh,
out of
okay,
the fucking
Australia.
house.
I subscribe to
He's
you
not-
too.
If
Six
you're
Like
in
You.
Melbourne, be careful. Those women hit dudes really easily.
No,
He's
was
from
that?
Australia. He got out of his situation. We need a fucking
All right.
Who was
So
that?
what
Seth
you
was-
do is run from Australia.
No, was
I
that
don't
Seth?
care.
Seth, you were
Get a
saying
canoe like
subscribe to-
Banjo Kazooie.
What?
was that Seth or was that AM said you were subscribed to me
Who the hell is AM?
or MMA or
MA. That,
yeah MA yeah.
It was
he's
Legend
got
who
some
said
words
to
coming.
subscribe to you. It
Oh,
was
Legend.
Yeah,
All us white
Okay.
people sound alike, right?
I'm black.
Nobody knew Legend was black.
The color of smoke.
Oh, that's fucked up. Nobody knew Legend was black as hell. He never looks
He's
Haitian.
white.
This fucking Haitian.
Fuck you,
I'm
Lewis.
You didn't
I'm
even
fucking
know
Oh,
that
bitch.
Legend is a Haitian channel. Nobody knew that. You racist sons of bitches.
He's a black Israelite.
Oh yeah.
I'm Filipino.
Israelites, isn't that a brand of cigarette? Israelites.
Black Hebrew Israelite. You have to say all three or you confuse the shit out of people. It's
black.
Israel.
Black Israelites.
No,
That's
black Hebrew Israelites. You have to say all three or nobody knows what the fuck you're talking about.
I'm not saying that bullshit. Because the moment I hear him speak, I'm like, yeah, fuck all that. You guys are full
You
of
sound
shit.
like an Edomite right now. You sound like an Edomite.
Flying fuck. They don't even know what the word means. They can kiss my ass. In fact, they can kiss my black ass. I ain't got time for it. And I'm not going to deal with it.
You know how they troll people when they do their little corner shit? They talk about turning white girls into concubines once they kill all the white boys. It's hilarious.
Yeah, that's part of not Sharia, jihad. They want to infiltrate the gene pool.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
they ain't
part
gonna
of
do
the
Don't
shit.
start it. I'm not. Nope.
Oh shit.
Well, jihad is a religious war.
Yeah.
They're not actually.
you guys
No,
are
you
all
got
actually
fucked up. They don't talk
wrong.
about jihad. They're not using the word jihad.
Jihad
Right.
actually
But that's what it's
means
supposed to
to
be,
go,
which is really funny
to go
because
to war against oneself is what
it's
jihad
not
actually means.
a religion. It's a political ideology.
Jihad means to go to war against oneself. That's what the actual term means.
Yeah,
Now,
but
it's-
I just want to clarify.
It's
Right, but like
used
everything
in
else,
many
they
forms
manipulate
in
it.
many fashions, but what it actually means is to go to war against oneself.
But the black Hebrew Israelites, they're not talking about jihad. That's the Nation of Islam. Maybe the 5%ers, but not. These are different groups, so they're very different. So, but like SFM said, probably a good idea we stay away from this shit. I was fucking expert on
Harris.
matters. So.
Harris.
Here-
I just said it
KF1?
3 times.
Harris ain't gonna
So
show
he's
up.
going to show
Oh.
Harris, I really got my sights on Harris. I don't even care about Lewis's bullshit. Harris is the one to watch. I do not dig that dude at all.
So there's always a lot of wild shit on Reddit too. I usually browse a lot of that when I'm on my break, either on my phone or my tablet. There's a lot of wild shit there.
Yeah, I never got into it. Never been my cup of tea.
That's kind of one of the series I wanted to do, was just take a day and do stuff off the cuff and just see what the hell was going on there.
Oh, there's always something cute going on there.
Oh yeah, but what was it, last year sometime, and it was the very beginning of last year. This is what it was, the absolute most stupidest thing I've ever heard anybody ever utter in my life. The topic came up about single unwed teenage mothers.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this was on 2X or something like that, which it had been a default sub for a while. somebody got on there and said, no, it's not unwed teenage mothers that's the problem. It's the reaction to unwed teenage mothers. And I go, yeah, because I would be pissed off being the dad. All of a sudden, little, slutty Susie comes home and goes, Daddy, I got banged up by the high school football captain, and he's the daddy, and I'm pregnant, and you got to pay for it. The bitch ain't got no education, no money, no nothing in this world, and yet she gonna come home, bring a baby home, and expect daddy to pay for it. Yeah, yep. I would be pissed too.
You should be pissed at yourself a little bit too.
Oh yeah. I mean, it should have never gotten that far.
Little slut Susies do not come from vacuums. So
yeah. But it was just still the whole ignorance of it. Well, it's the reaction to unwed single teenage mothers. It's like no. You do realize that somebody else has to pay for your mistake, right? So whoever is the one that's got this interest in your well-being now has to also take interest in the well-being of the mistake you just made. And they want to fight against that visceral reaction. And as you said, yeah, it should have never gotten that far. And that's one of the reasons why I really don't want to be a father as it is. I'm too afraid of that happening. Well, of course, the way women act too, of course, I just can't trust any woman in my life to even raise any kids that I may father in the image that I want them to be raised in. It's so ridiculous the way, I mean, and that saying goes, kids learn more on the bus on the way to school than they actually learn in school.
Yep, so the first lesson is get them off the bus. Second lesson was get them out of public schools. Right?
It's the other little shitheads that I'm worried about teaching them the wrong things. Listening very intently now.
Yep. Yeah, SFM is about to pounce. So just
I have that feeling. I have that feeling, man. Whatever you want to jump on me, man, go ahead. Go right.
Actually, I wasn't. There's a couple things.
Shit.
I missed it.
Oh,
it completely cut out on my end.
Yeah, I missed whatever it was too.
You mute yourself? Did you use that for drama? You drama queen?
All right. Yep. When he's back, it's not going to be pretty.
Oh yeah, he's regrouping. I think in a way I still haven't passed his vetting process yet, and I'm just waiting for that.
It's perpetual. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. But he's gotten like this a couple times, and I'm just sitting like, okay, hit me with it. Hit me. I mean,
hit me with
there's that one. Yeah. I mean, there's that one part of me, and that's, of course, biological imperative. Yes, I would love to have kids and pass on my lineage. That's deep inside, deeply ingrained within the biological sense. I mean, that's just the same as if you're walking down the street and some chick with a nice ass walks by, and you look at that and go, oh, yeah, nice. I'm not dead. I still have a heartbeat. But at the same time, there's just too much going on in this world, and I see too much for the way it is. I just really don't feel like there's any going back.
That's
I don't
visual rape, man. How dare you? That's visual rape.
Visual rape. It's stare rape. That's stare rape.
Yeah. Freaking pathetic.
It's going to be aestheticism or some shit like that. Like, you know, your butt's better aesthetically looking than the next bitch. There's going to be some aestheticism before long. You watch.
I am so currently turned off by women right now. It's not even funny. I was just over at the store, earlier, and I walk in. I see this attractive woman. She's there with her kids. Right there, I'm going, no. So she drops brownie points,
Oh yeah, kids especially. Yeah.
And then they're going crazy. Her kids are running back and forth through the aisle. She can't even concentrate. None of her kids can talk. Not willing to say a damn word to her kids. I'm just staring them down, wondering, are they even going to pay attention and notice, oh, someone doesn't think this is very appropriate. I'm just wondering what the fuck is going on.
Mm-hmm.
I almost said something, but it was almost too amusing to even say anything. So I just left it, and I'm watching her youngest daughter, probably about 6 or 7, tossing the little miniature Cheetos bag up in the air like it's a ball and catching it, And later on, I'm wondering if that was the same one, because I was going to bring it up. Like, are you going to buy that? Because if you're not, that's completely out of line. You don't fucking treat the food or anything like that unless if you're guaranteed going to buy it.
Yeah.
I don't want to buy some smashed up chips. That's why I get pissed off. It's because of your immature ass and your immature parenting skills, because you just don't give a fuck. What's the big deal?
Yeah, well, pass it on to the next person.
Apathy.
It's not my deal. Yeah, apathy. It's not my problem in the immediate, so what do I have to lose and what do I have to gain?
Yeah, it's everyone else's reaction to her bullshit and her kid's bullshit.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I knew exactly what was going to happen. They were already all having a good old time. And I knew exactly what was going to happen if I spoke up.
Mm-hmm.
Be like having an army of chicks jumping down my throat. And I didn't feel
Oh,
like
and a white knight. There's always a white knight nearby.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
there actually wasn't any other guys in the aisle at the time.
Oh,
so it was
shit.
a prime opportunity, but I didn't feel like it. I'm already exhausted enough.
Well, you got to pick your battles.
Yeah. I'm already going out in other areas of the battlefield as it is.
Fuck even picking your battle. Just fucking, why even fucking have to get into it with a fucking crazy psychotic bitch? Just fuck that.
That's pointless.
She's gonna raise her kids like a retard whether or not you say something, and if you say something, she's probably gonna raise them even fucking more like a retard. So what's the point of even saying anything? Just go about your business. Don't worry about fucking cunt-face retards. They're always gonna be around. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So don't wonder and don't ask me why I'm so excited for the apocalypse to come.
Oh, Legend wants to watch the world burn. Confirmed.
Yep. I'm not going to instigate it, but I sure will help clean up. I'm an amazing janitor.
Sounds like you're gonna be. You'd make a good Canadian.
Kane?
Canadian.
I always have a method for my madness.
Contrary to the first part of my name, I don't want to see the world burn, man. I'm quite content with all the cool shit we got. I just don't want all the shit to go away. You know, we got a lot of cool shit. We live in the best time. It's fucking awesome. It's amazing. So.
Oh, I mean, just the MP3 players and iPods alone, I love. I mean, you remember when you used to have to carry a whole pocket full of cassettes around?
Actually,
No, because I never did.
Oh, I
did.
did. I did as a
waste.
teenager. I did as a teenager. Carried a whole pocket full of cassettes around, and now that I can have everything on something the size of a matchbook, and have like, way more than I ever could have carried, it's amazing. I was always that kid though that rode the bus and had the headphones on and just kept to himself, and when the teacher in class said, "All right, everybody, you can put your head down" or whatever, I just put my headphones on and listened to that.
Me right now.
So just something like that. I mean, even that alone, I'm happy for in this day and age.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm happy that technology is better than when we were kids. But when you what are your feelings when you realize?
What have we sacrificed along the way? I think is probably what you're getting at.
No,
But that also goes back into romanticizing eras in which we never were a part of? How do we have generations of people that are nostalgic for eras they never experienced? This is a relatively new phenomenon.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
No.
Like the good old days, the 50s. None of us fucking existed in that time. We don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Okay, that pisses me off when someone says nostalgia. Some motherfucker has to think automatically 1980s. Like, no, motherfucker. If you look at the definition of nostalgia, it's pretty much when you have better. We know when times were simpler and better for you. So basically, for me, it'll be like the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Nostalgia. I'm not talking about the fucking 80s or the 50s. I'm talking about, my fucking childhood and the early 2000s.
Yeah, it's supposed to be relative. It's actually kind of subjective, so relatively subjective. Ooh, boom. MA 2017.
Well, okay. Let me ask you this. If I tell you that the current technology is about 50 years ahead of what we currently use,
I would tell you it's further
the
than that.
future of technology, 50 years ahead of us right now, is in our current time. You just don't have access to it. How do you respond?
It's the same old shit as it ever was. The reason why it's not accessible to us now is because the best of the shit rolls downhill. So the best shit is going to be disseminated against those that have the most amount of power and wealth until they find a time to give it to us when it's to their benefit. When they can find all of these things are going to be used as control mechanisms or ways to exploit us in some way, and then we'll get it, and that process takes a while. So this is why it's so hard to get a patent, I don't know, was it Seth or I think it's Element. Element talks a lot about this, about how extremely difficult, and it's becoming more and more difficult for anyone to actually invent someone and get a patent. There's whole businesses set up now where all they do is they buy your idea immediately. You never get the patent. You never actually have an intellectual claim on that shit. You just sell out immediately, get a bunch of money, and they own the shit, right? That's a lot easier to do than the patent process as it stands now.
Well, yeah.
I brought it up, and I guess Element
Even to make more money.
went into further.
It's more about power than anything else. They have the control. They're keeping it from you.
Well, they're refusing you ability to compete in the marketplace.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing's going on in the cancer research department or departments. Sorry, I moved it. We have at least like 200 some odd cures for different strands of or types of cancer that have been kept from the public. It's a fact. A lot of people know about it, but the right people don't know about it.
Yeah, that's true.
Same thing with automotive technology. There's no goddamn reason for us to have gas-powered engines anymore.
I can recall at least 20 years of, every once in a while checking into a medical or science journal to read about an extensive article on the next breakthrough that was the promise to cure cancer. And before it hits peer review, it disappears.
Yeah.
Not because of the peer review. The next step should be peer review, and then either it works or it doesn't, boom. So the next thing should be another scientist or another team saying, yes, we checked this out. It's great. Let's go, or no, this is not sound. It doesn't even make it that far.
They get silenced. Yeah. We should literally be in the age of the Jetsons right now, We really should. We have the technology. We have nanobots. We have hover cars. We have all kinds of stuff. It's been around forever, since like the 1980s. Just those specific instances.
I would posit even earlier than that.
Well, yeah, like when Harris was talking earlier, he confirmed about those super advanced multi-quad core chips back in prior to 1967, used in the stealth fighters that were still super top secret and prototypes.
He probably learned that shit from Ancient Aliens on the fucking History Channel. I wouldn't take what Harris said.
So yeah, that's kind of where that theory comes from is the
that,
aliens, the reverse
That
engineering and
story
stuff.
was never available through Ancient Aliens or anything like that. I learned it on somewhere else, and I've watched all of the Ancient Alien stuff I could, and it's never been within any of their stuff.
All right, I'll look it up. I'll peer review it. I'll peer
Okay.
review this claim.
You peer review
It
it.
sounds highly plausible. Why? I think I remember hearing something about the chips for the first F-16 bombers or fighters, something like that, were so complicated and blah 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 blah. Anyways, later chips ended up being designed off the same design.
Right.
I don't know if it was quad core or what, but I do remember hearing something along those lines.
Well,
And it wasn't from Ancient Aliens, because I don't watch that fucking show. I have watched it, but
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, there's a lot of disinformation in here. What the fuck have I learned that's actually correct and what's wrong? Oh,
what
no.
the fuck? So Bio is thinking about getting an online degree too, or getting into law. Why are these people constantly getting into law? Because it's not. It'll be a good start.
I thought he
Maybe
wanted to be a
but-
teacher in
He's
Asia.
MRA.
Personally, I think it's futile.
He's MRA.
You don't have that much time, dude, to make that much of a dent.
Well, why not go out swinging? To do. All the power to him.
Go where you think is best.
Hey, Sits,
Yeah.
hover over SFM's icon, click the arrow, tell me what you see.
Oh, in the Hangouts or in the chat?
In the Hangouts.
Maybe in the Hangouts, because
Yeah.
I'm hovering over and he's muted.
Can you? Is it white or is it gray?
It's grayed out.
Oh, you mean in the actual
Hey,
Hangouts?
smart
not
ass, who the fuck muted me?
Oh my god, you just realized that now?
I was clipping my goddamn nails, man. The shit was thick as fuck.
Oy
Oh,
vey.
but no, but I muted you like the second you started talking, and then I tried to unmute you, but it wouldn't let me. And
No, it doesn't let you do that.
then everybody
Unless
thought
it's-
that you were fucking with them, so I just sat here and giggled and.
No, I saw it was you,
Muted.
Seth. I read it was you.
Nah, my nails, man, they were getting out of control.
Did you use a toe knife?
Dude, I had to use a fucking hedge clipper. Jesus fucking Christ.
Hedge clip.
some bolt cutters.
Oh, man. You didn't even know. You didn't even know, bro.
I had a buddy that duct taped his toenail back on.
Oh,
Wow.
what?
What the fuck?
Does he know that's not how it works?
No, wait, that was how it
Or
worked.
did
that
he
night.
cut it? Did he cut it way down to the quick?
We were getting drunk, like really drunk. It was some sort of party, or I don't even remember what it was about. This was a long time ago. Anyways, we were breaking into something, and the door ripped open and went over his foot and ripped his toenail backwards. So he duct taped it back on and went on about the night, and then dealt with it in the morning.
Was
I
he
didn't say
drunk?
he was sane or normal. He was always doing really fucking insane shit like this. Guy had a crazy tolerance for pain. Guess I just broke everybody's
You
brain.
You guys muting each other now?
What?
Mute party.
Like Lewis. Lewis done muted staying free.
God
And
damn it, Lewis.
Mute party.
mute party. It's a mute today.
Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar.
Oy vey.
Aloha snack bar.
Don't even forget that what I was trying to say is that your nails, your fingernails, and your toenails are just skin. Hard
No, they're not. No, they're not skin.
It's keratin.
Fine. Go ahead and educate us, Lewis.
Baby.
That's your ass get.
Oh damn.
Huh? What? Huh?
Well, I was trying to make something out of this. I don't know. I'm just looking around Reddit to try to find something to talk about. But let's see as soon as I can pull up the chat window here. There we go. Oh, Michelle Obama. It was funny that
bitch.
she went to they had a surprise visit in D.C. earlier, and
Oh boy.
was it talks with some of the youths and everything. But it was like, was it like 4 of them had kids and all this? I don't know exactly if this was a high school or a college, but yeah, it seems like a lot of. I don't know how to put it.
She was mean with some BT 1100s. That's what she was doing.
It seems like more virtue signaling in a way, you know. Well, not even in a way. It's
That's
it's
exactly what it was.
Projecting.
Shut the hell up.
Smart ass.
Hold on. Let me go get some articles. And let's see. What do I want to pick
I'm
from
just trying. I'm trying to
plethora?
browse Reddit to get some of the stupidest shit I can find right now.
Oh, I'm gonna go to sleep. Catch
You
you.
the bitch. I'll be in your nightmares.
Oh,
Boom.
yeah.
There
We
we
did-
go.
We done had Lewis up for a while anyway.
No, that's 1 o'clock. It's 1 a.m. for me, but yeah,
No
better.
problem, bud. I'm coming like Freddy Cougar.
Hmm?
Nothing. Never mind.
Boop. Article.
Boop.
Yeah, and these are the motherfuckers who actually are treating you. These are the ones that you sit back and talk to. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Breathe that in. Go ahead and soak that in real quick.
Well, I came.
Treat it like lotion. Just soak it
It
into your
puts the
pores.
lotion on the skin.
Oh, it's lotion on the skin. You better damn well rub it on again.
Or else it gets the hose again.
Damn right. Or I might bring out my Chianti. It gets pretty bad. It gets pretty sadistic out there.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Right there. You see it. You see it. Just read that. Go ahead and read it. And see. Yeah.
Oh, good God.
Yeah. Bask in that glory. Yeah. Oh. Oh, yes. Now think about the world we live in and understand exactly what it is. Oh, wait. You thought that was it? Oh, no. He's only got one example. He has nothing else. He has nothing else to go to. Whoa. Hold on, bro. Bro. Boop. Let me go ahead and.
How does the mute thing work? When do you know when you can turn it off? Like what the fuck? I don't understand this whole mute thing. How long does it last when someone else mutes you?
Oh, you have to unmute yourself, dumbass. Boop. Another one.
Okay, unmute yourself then, punk.
Yeah, I just did, bitch.
All right, cool. I got it down now.
So yeah, it's pretty physical out here. It's pretty bad.
She ran off with a lover. Her, yeah. So she basically shot the dude in his sleep while, to avoid a rocky marriage.
Well, I just linked something.
Because she was fucking around on him anyway.
I just posted a link.
Asshole.
I posted a link. This lady killed her husband first because of self-defense, and then she proceeded to eat him afterwards.
Whoa!
What the
Hold
fuck?
up! What the? Whoa!
Yeah,
Hold up!
I just
Wait a
linked
minute.
it. I linked it right there.
You can't just drop that in our lap, man. Come on.
Yeah, that's back in 2011 though, so this is old. Just keeping that in mind.
No, there's no keeping that in mind. Like, wait a minute. That happened.
Was it
That
that?
was a real
Was
thing.
it
That was a
that?
real guy who got murdered and eaten. You know, the
That-
craziest
that
thing is
woman-
that there was a story I read recently about a woman murdering and eating a kid.
Huh.
Oh, I mean, they are goddesses.
I know there was a woman a couple of years ago that I guess her and her boyfriend were arguing about extraterrestrials, and she pulled out a weapon from her vagina, an actual pistol from her vagina, put it to his head, and said, "Who's the crazy one now?" How do you fit a revolver? Maybe it was a Derringer. I don't know. How do you fit a pistol in your vagina?
Easy. She's dealt with my penis.
and how did that bitch not go off?
Oh, well, how they do that is, I don't know. I don't have a vagina. I don't know.
That's some magic trick there. That's some David Copperfield shit there.
It's really disturbing shit there. Yeah, just read part of that article. Couldn't read the rest.
Trying to load that one up. Actually,
Which article? One I sent?
Yeah.
Well, apparently they were taking a trip, and when they're coming back, she was abused by him, and she just proceeded to kill him in self-defense. And she, they can, fucking this is right here. A psychiatrist who testified during her trial, said that she was psychotic and suffered from PTSD. So
From what? I don't understand.
I don't know. It doesn't says. Oh, she abused. She suffered abuse 20 years ago.
Wait. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, she was 23 at the time, so she was abused when she was a child. So
And that justifies her killing somebody 20 years later.
how many years later?
20 years later, when she was 23 at the time of 2011. She's serving a 25 years to life prison term, and she's denied parole until 15 years later in 2026. So
Yeah, keep her in there.
lock that bitch up.
She doesn't need to be out at all.
Yeah, she tried to get parole, and they're like, "Nope, you're too dangerous, bitch." Like, nope.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what the fuck? Like, does she realize what she did? No, of course she doesn't. We talk about that plenty of times. In her mind, she didn't do anything wrong. In her mind, that was a previous version of her. That's not her. As far as she's concerned, it's not her now. It's someone in the past.
Oh, she's saying that she got help from two ex-boyfriends to remove her husband's teeth.
What the fuck?
Did they get those niggas? Like, Jesus, they just still out like, yeah, we be helping bitches, murder their husbands and shit.
That's like that's cuckolding 2.0 right there. That's fucked up, man.
Oh yeah, that's next level shit.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, saying that she should remain behind bars, and she's a threat to public safety.
yeah, she is. It's not some type of new miraculous discovery. Yeah, she literally is. Think about what she did and what she orchestrated. The sad part is, everybody is so fucking gynocentric, they can't see what a lot of these bitches be doing already. And how, I'm not going to say majority, I'm going to say a good amount of them are a threat to public safety.
Oh, she was convicted in 1993, but yeah.
And they can't see the wave of this shit going on now. Motherfucking America. Hey, I thought you work out and do all that shit. Yeah, I do. Why are you smoking and drinking? Well, because, I kind of don't want to make it to 90. Why not? Have you seen People? Yeah. Well, don't really want to be old and weak around this shit. Why do you say that? I already previously stated. Boom.
Oh, I just remember just one joke. It says for all the guys that believe a woman's place is in the kitchen, remember that that's where all the knives are kept.
No, that's actually a real thing. You need to pay attention to that.
Yeah, like women grab the biggest fucking kitchen knife they can find to stab your ass.
And then after that, I didn't know what I was doing. Like, no, you did. You did. You knew immediately what you were doing.
Well, there was a story a couple of years ago. The woman, I think it was this China. The woman cut the man's penis off, her boyfriend, and then while he was in the hospital recovering, after they found it and reattached it, she snuck in there and cut it off again.
Put that bitch down.
Like he got it twice.
Hey, Sits, pay attention to your chat and make the call.
Oh, we gotta.
Oh yeah, Misanthrope, get his ass.
Yeah,
out. I'm tired of this guy.
Yeah.
He comes around every time, and all he doesn't want to act. Transgrammer doesn't want any advice or anything like that. He just wants to troll. That's all he wants to do.
I was looking around at trying to find another article or two to talk on.
What articles? Bro,
I'm browsing. I'm browsing Reddit for some of the trash.
I'm gonna just tell you guys some jokes.
No, don't do it.
How do you know when a woman's about to say something smart? When she starts.
I got plenty of articles for days.
When she starts her sentence with, "A man once told me."
Mm-hmm. Okay, I've heard that one before. It's not a bad one. Let's see where you go.
Did you hear they finally made a device that makes cars around 95% quieter?
It's an ejector seat, isn't it?
No, it fits right over her mouth. Terrible ass jokes.
Don't do what you want to do right now. Do not go toward the racial jokes. I know you want to.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, Troll Supreme.
Yeah, I don't mind it. It'd actually be pretty good.
It hurts my feels. I don't like it.
Oh, you sensitive ass, white guilt feeling ass.
You fucking left this commie.
Exactly. Ew.
No, I did.
My white guilt.
I did hear a comedian get on the radio one time. He was of Jewish heritage and his wife was of Chinese heritage. And he wanted to try to name his kids something that would both reflect both heritages. And the only thing he could come up with was cha-ching.
That's corny as shit.
It was, but you still can't help but to chuckle.
Hey, what? Okay, this one no longer holds any truth. What is easier to pick up the heavier it gets? Women.
Yeah, it used to be true.
It used to be.
Yeah.
Scientists have discovered a food that diminishes a woman's sex drive by 90%. It's
wedding cake. I know that one, wedding cake. Oh, see, I was talking about this one. I'm gonna have to find this one real quick. Of course, this one was quite a while ago. But I was talking about the girl that pretty much shot her father And then her mother was talking about, well, there was all these problems and everything. And I still kind of feel like the mother shot the father and then let the daughter take the rap because she was younger and would have gotten away with it because of being tried as a child. Because there was a lot of problems. There was a lot of stuff going on. In the time they had been together, they had split and they got back together and split. And there was a whole litany of domestic violence and everything going on between the two of them for like 20 years previous. I gotta find this because I actually used to live around this area 4 years ago.
Yeah, again, keep it vague.
Yeah.
I don't get this one, Joe. It says why. This is for you, Seth. Why do Jewish mothers make great parole officers? They never let anyone finish a sentence.
Wow. Yeah, this has been a while ago.
This one's for you, Lewis, since you started it. How does a Mexican get into an honest business?
How?
Through a window.
Why did God create man?
What?
Why did God create man?
Why?
Because vibrators can mow the lawn.
Oh, there was the one I heard. The little boy come home and he talked to his father and he goes, "Dad, am I more black? Am I more Jewish?" And he goes, "Well, why do you ask, son?" He goes, "'Cause this kid down the street wants to sell me his bike for $50 and I don't know whether to talk him down to 40 or just steal it."
Oh, that was a black kid. There's a little black Jewish kid.
Hey, you might know this one. What's the difference between Jesus and Mexicans? Jesus doesn't have Mexicans tattooed all over him.
I thought you were going to go with what's the
Lewis,
difference
stop.
between
You make people bad. You make people bad human beings.
what's the difference between Jesus and a picture of Jesus? where you put the nails.
Oh shit! Snap.
Oh, this one's really.
This is boring, Seth and SFM. They're beyond this shit.
But this one's fucked up though. They say that the married men live the longest. It's ironic since they're the ones most willing to die.
Yeah, really.
You got nothing to lose. Was that old joke? Yeah, no wonder men die before women. They wanted to. Oh, I'm still trying to find that article. This was sometime last year, probably early last year.
Hey, on that one Obama article, did y'all catch that long ass thing by the Muslim?
The what article?
On that Obama article, some woman posted this long ass thing about being oppressed in Oregon because she's Muslim.
No, I don't think I had seen it.
Lane County, I heard of that county before.
What's the difference between a Jew and a Boy Scout? A Boy Scout comes home from camp.
Oh God! Really?
Nah.
Oh God! Oh God! There's a special place for people like me for laughing at that too.
Cheeto
That's
money
bad.
hungry clan. Why are they stealing Cheeto jokes and putting them? That doesn't make sense.
Where?
All right, it was like they were talking about Melania. I guess Trump's bitch, right? And then they said Michelle has more integrity and intelligence and patriotism than the entire Cheeto money hungry clan. Like fucking rich bitches are eating Cheetos too? I've never heard that.
Shut the hell up,
I think-
man.
This is
It's
real
the-
shit. I'm reading it.
It's the visual comparison, I think, to Trump because of the yellow skin and the kind of
Yeah.
orange hair.
Oh,
I think it's
I get,
Yeah, he
okay.
looks
I think it's that parallel.
All right.
Yeah, Trump looks like a Cheeto.
There was a meme somewhere or another about the all the presidents up until now, and it was saltine cracker, cracker,
Yeah,
and
I've
then
seen that one,
Obama was the Oreo, and then Trump was a Cheeto.
Okay.
I'll look it up right now.
Which you still talk to a lot of people, and they still say that Bill Clinton was our first black president.
He was an inside out Oreo, right?
Yeah. He was like a snowball. Is what he was. White marshmallow on the outside, chocolate on the inside.
Like Trump.
SFM. Are you drunk yet, dude?
I think he is.
We got a 10:56 over.
Shut up.
He's supposed to be yelling at me tonight after he got drunk. So I need to know when to prepare for the verbal assault. So
It's not meant to know where it's coming from.
why the fuck you gotta? What the fuck, dude? You fuck 1-800-SFM phone sex? What the fuck?
The creepy shit, yeah.
SFM ASMR.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
I wonder. You know what? I bet you that dude could sound like Barry White if he wanted to. SFM, do a Barry White impression.
Wait, I don't think I know how to do one.
All right.
Also, I don't listen to R&B, so it'll be weird.
Soul music, not R&B. Get your genre straight.
Shut the hell up.
Oh, this one's fucked up. It doesn't even make sense either. What's the difference between a Mexican and an elevator?
Fall asleep. Oh, wait.
There was a child.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you know that one? That's fucked up, dude.
What's the difference between a pizza and a Mexican?
What?
What's the difference between a pizza and a Mexican?
What?
One can feed a family of 4.
Yeah, I remember hearing that one.
Yeah, you don't think?
SFM's down for the count, so we win by
Oh,
default. He's already down for the count. He's going to bed.
Oh shit. Yep.
Yeah, you don't think I'm gonna say Mexican jokes, bitch?
How many was that? Two beers?
Well, shit. Let's get crack it up in here. Let me see what I can find about.
Well, see, I got that article that I just posted, the one I've been talking about. And it's the only one I could find. And good God. But it was the aunt of accused teen killer. She said the father was abusive. Sherry Latessa, aunt of the 14-year-old accused of murdering her father, said the family was subjected to years of abuse. So you pull down the article, and of course now Firefox Internet Explorer wants to hang. Son of a bitch. But see, this is the part of it that gets me real bad. Let's see. Aunt of the 14-year-old girl accused of her said the alleged crime was not what it seems. Bracia Meadows, just a teenager, was charged with aggravated murder for shooting and killing her 41-year-old father, Jonathan Meadows. The police were called to the family's home on Thursday after Brandy Meadows called the police at 3:46 a.m. to say her daughter shot her husband in the head. Meadows later died. Friday, the county coroner said that the death was ruled a homicide. Said Meadows died of a single gunshot wound. The news organization spoke with the aunt and said that the girl had said to her mother, "Now, mommy, you're free,"
What the
following the shooting. She also alleged that the father was a domestic abuser. Oh, it gets better though.
This story sounds familiar. Did you put the link somewhere already?
It should be in the chat, in the direct our chat, not the stream chat. But let's see, called the domestic violence in their home. In 2011, the man was accused of threatening to kill the mother and their 3 children, and police were called to investigate. Possessive and abusive, he controlled her. It was just like she was in jail, 18 years worth of jail. The aunt said
in jail.
Yeah, melodrama. Yeah, but 2011. This happened last year. This shooting.
This
So
is a mixed
2011,
family, isn't it? This is mixed family.
I believe so. Yeah, the aunt. Yeah,
My
the
thing
aunt.
is,
So
in jail, how was she in jail? I really would love them to elaborate that. What was she?
the little girl.
No, not the little girl. Wait, I'm
No,
sorry.
the father was he was dealing with domestic violence accusations in 2011, but this incident happened. The shooting happened just last year, so there was already a problem in 2011 where the husband was accused of threatening to kill the mom and 3 kids, but I think there was also some other instances behind that. Court records show the charges in the 2011 domestic violence case against the Meadows was dropped by Brandy. Jonathan was never convicted of domestic violence. So she dropped the charges after all this happened back, 6 years ago, 5-6 years ago.
Nobody saw that there was a problem.
No, here's the thing. There's a quote here. They've been through it all, and nobody in the county would help that we called would do anything, LaTessa said. So they're claiming that they told everybody. I guess that means schools, fucking
Yeah.
social services, everybody. You know what? That's impossible. Especially if a man's involved and he's the one being charged with the or he's the one being accused. They swoop in real quick. So that's bullshit.
Immediately bullshit.
But see, oh God, I just looked at the Hangout chat. God damn. God damn it, Lewis. Damn.
It was Legend, not me.
Oh, it was Legend. Oh, okay. Off. I'm sorry.
You can't unsee that now.
No, that's the closest thing to Cannonball Dookie right there. Don't or do look up Cannonball Dookie, whatever
For
fits
some
your.
reason, it smells like shit in my room. Thanks,
Okay,
Legend.
see
What do you
with
call
this
a bunch
article,
of white girl sitting on a bench?
wind tunnel.
The NBA.
Oh, damn. See, no, the part that got me in this article was the whole "mommy, now you're free." Who the fuck says that?
Wait,
Where's that shit coming from?
I've heard this before. I've heard it in movies. I've read it in books.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
real
this
life,
shit-
this is like melodrama shit. This is
Yeah.
soap
I don't get it.
opera.
Somebody died and now they're free.
Yeah. See,
They
this is,
understand that's the most retarded shit in the world.
that's a lot of what
The
makes
movie,
me
it
think that the
sounds
mother
good.
shot the father and then let the girl take the rap because she knew that the girl was going to get off easier being a minor.
Nobody's free in that point at all. Literally, like if you pay attention to what freedom really is, mentally and physically, there's no freedom for anybody in that sense. Like, well, the guy died. I mean, he's away from all the restraints of the physical. shut the fuck up. He's
Mhm.
dead.
Yeah.
And also, if that woman actually did kill that guy, and now that little girl is actually dealing with the burden of that, she's not free from shit either. And neither is that
No.
woman. Those are restraints that are going to stay on for the rest of their lives. Ain't shit done and nothing actually got fixed. Because that lady is going to go on to make horrible decisions. And that young girl is going to be traumatized for the rest of her life. And go on to, I don't know. Wait, hold on. I hate repeating myself.
Whether she did or didn't do it, I mean, either it's the burden of
Make
having
horrible decisions. You know what? Yeah, basically that's exactly what's going to happen. I knew
But
I had it.
as I said before, he was already accused of doing some shit in 2011. So there was a 5-year-ish time period. He already had this. He already had been accused of doing this. He'd already done this stuff, apparently. And of course, the woman dropped charges. The woman dropped charges after that. So apparently, she liked what she was into.
Use that word apparently a lot.
Well, I can't say whether the man actually did or not. I mean, it could be
So
another
then you
false
can't use the
accusation.
word apparently, because apparently means no matter how you look at it, it's right there in front of your face. As in, it's exactly what it seems.
What I'm saying is, I don't know whether the man did it or not. I don't know whether they accused him of doing it and he got jailed under false pretense.
Mean, they accusedly.
They accused him, of course.
So he's accused, even in his death, of being.
Even if he did it or not,
horrible
he's
piece
been
of-
accused. Yes.
Yes, he's accused, and that woman is accused of shooting his ass to the hell, and also that daughter is accused of being the one to take the burden of doing that and saying and lying for her mother.
Well, they're trying
And
to
that
say
woman is
the daughter.
accused of being a horrible piece of shit mother. Yeah. Case closed. She's a piece of shit. She basically murdered a guy, and then after that, let her daughter take the rap for it.
That's what it feels like to me. That's
So,
maybe not what they're exactly
What he's
saying.
trying
in
to
the
get
article,
to
but
is that
that's
in
what-
2011, Jonathan was accused of threatening to kill Brandy and their 3 children,
and
and police
yes.
were called to investigate. And guess what the next line is? It glosses over the status of that investigation. So you need to understand something about police. Police want to bust you. They want to. So if they can't find anything, and they can't bust you, it is what it is. But God, if they would have found something, he would have gotten locked the fuck up.
Well, she dropped the charges so easily too, which either tells me there wasn't a whole lot of anything that happened.
In almost every state, if there's children involved, the police are going to press charges on behalf of the state or the county or whatever
Yeah.
about the bitch at that point. It's going to be a child thing. Social services will get involved, and the rest will be history. Basically, what this means is the cops showed up, and either they found out the bitch was lying straight up, or just nothing came to nothing. There was no evidence. Nothing could be corroborated. They dropped it. That's why it's never mentioned anywhere else in the article, because nothing came of it. So, and this is how we look at men in the wording. We just gloss over shit like that. Like, oh, well, you know, he was accused one time, so he must have done it and got away with it for years until he got shot, right? Isn't that convenient? No, that's not how it works. We know how this system works. It railroads men, and this is also a black man, keep in mind. So double whammy on that shit. So, yeah. Yeah, man, I don't buy that shit. Fuck that article. It's pissing me off.
Yeah.
You know
I had the same reaction too when I read it, and I had to keep going back to it because I wanted to see what happened.
You'll never find an update.
You know what happened? The man's dead, and a bunch of bitches that lied about it ain't gonna suffer real consequences.
Yeah.
And let's just move on.
Yeah.
That's what everybody does when we die. They just move on.
Mm-hmm.
I could drop dead tomorrow. It's not a big deal. Let's just move on.
Did you look at that picture of John Meadows?
What the hell is that?
the dude that died. That dude looks like so many people I've met in my life. It's another dude. He
Say
ain't got
his
the eyes.
full actual name.
Yeah, his John Meadows is in the article.
Say his name and say exactly what he was.
It was a man.
His name was John Meadows.
Yep.
How old was he?
Shit, does it even say that much in the fucking
I
article?
think it
Probably
did.
not.
40s in his 40s. I just
Yeah,
closed the
41
window.
years old. 41 years
John
old.
Meadows, 41 years old. He fell victim to basically being involved with a woman.
And her 3 kids. It never even said how.
Wait,
it never
did
even
you
said the
say
relationship.
3 kids?
She had 3 kids. I don't know if all of them were his or not.
They're not
I think
his. No, because there's no reason for them to state it like that. John Meadows, 41, fell victim to a single mother. John Meadows, 41. He fell victim to a single mother. Trying to be the good man to a woman with 3 kids. He was trying to be the good man.
Yeah.
John Meadows. I want a lot of men to start remembering why I'm going to keep saying their names like that. Because they were men. They
And
were
they had
alive and they
names.
were human.
Mhm.
And they are literally just trash to the side. I'm no fool. I know when I die, this is going to be nothing. As far as I'm concerned, as far as everyone else is concerned, I never existed. But as far as I'm concerned, all men exist. The humans, uncles, fathers, all that. And I'll never sit there and brush through an article and sit there and not mention the man's name or repeat it because it deserves to be repeated. That was a man. That was a human being. His name was John Meadows. He got caught up in the trap of believing that everything that he was told was him being a good man. No. They fooled him. They fucked him over. And he died because they fucked him over. Because they fed him a lie on what a good man is. In fact, the whole thing, the connotation of good to man is a lie in itself. John Meadows lost his life for that. I don't see any parades about that good man. I never even heard about this good man. I don't see any news reports on this good man. I don't see anything. In fact, if we didn't look up a lot of the articles and a lot of the stories we do, we would never hear about this good man.
These people would have been an afterthought. Not even an afterthought. A footnote.
There weren't even that. There was just something to run through.
Cannon fodder.
Dispose of. Cannon fodder. But you got to remember, while he was alive, he was a good man, right? That's what they keep telling us. Be a good man. That's what I keep hearing. Be a good man. Well, I keep seeing that all the good men die like a motherfucker. And no one ever says their name. At all. Kind of weird, isn't it? I thought being a good man actually meant something. It actually was something that people will remember you for. You know, that's what they tell you, right? Well, at least when you die, people will remember you as a good man. Weird. How many people have said that about him? I didn't see shit. I never heard shit about John Meadows, 41-year-old good man. Not a fucking thing.
When you look deeper into this, the media just kind of dropped interest in the case, so it's hard to tell what her sentencing was. So
Yeah.
It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah. I tried looking for it after the fact too, and I never. And then this was 6-8 months ago when this actually happened, and I tried to look months after the fact and could not find anything.
You won't be able to find anything. You think I don't try to?
She may not actually been officially sentenced at this point, but yeah, they lost interest. They're not following the case anymore.
Why do you think?
Hmm.
The bitch killed the dude.
Oh no, I might be lying. I found something else. Looks like Brescia Meadows. Oh, she got to a treatment center. I'm not seeing prison. Hold on, let me go back.
Oh yeah.
Look, little Brescia gets to go. Doesn't have to deal with the fact that Daddy's dead. That's cool. Wow, I might need to stop reading this shit.
And like I keep saying, it's all right though, because John Meadows was a good man, right? That's what they keep telling us. Be a good man. Just be a good man. Everything will work out. Be a good man. People will remember you for being a good man. Everybody will love you for being a good man. When you die, everyone will say, well, that was a good man. We'll remember what he said. He was a good man. It's fucking bullshit. We've been sold a lie. We've been had. Cut the shit. The more you keep falling into it and thinking that bullshit, the more you lose yourself. You got one chance on this earth. And the more you allow their shaming language and bullshit to just drill into your fucking head and say you this believing in magic. There is no fucking magic. It's you alive.
God damn, this fucking Cleveland.com site that has case stuff on this loads super fucking slow. Charge. Apparently there was a big problem with the family on bond. I'm trying to get into that now. Oh, this is a new detail I didn't see in the other one. He was sleeping while she shot him.
Oh yeah,
Sounds
he
like-
was. 3-something in the morning.
I missed that. He must have been really abusive toward mommy as he was sleeping, right?
Yeah.
Not surprised.
Well, they got protests and everything out of.
See,
Yeah, I didn't look a little further into this. Now this has been a while, actually.
Yep. So John Meadows, the man, had a family, and they put something into this fight with the courts. They didn't want his name to be tarnished like it was, so they fought for her bond. They didn't want her to go on bond. And yeah, there is more to this case. There's a couple articles on this.
Mm-hmm.
See how much I can find. What? She's charged with delinquency by reason of aggravated murder. She's not even on an official murder charge.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Mhm.
Again.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
And
press
B-
so deep, dude. It really is not going to be worth the time.
My niece needs help. One of the family members said she shouldn't be out on walking around on bond. I love her here. A child just doesn't shoot her father. She has psychological problems. This is, I'm guessing, from the sister of John.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah.
So yeah, we need to go ahead and just throw a bunch of money and make sure that she gets all the help she needs. Because obviously, something's wrong. We need to go ahead and fix her so we can get her right back out.
So she was the whole she's being tried as a child. She's not going to be tried as an
Juvenile.
adult.
Whoa, hold on.
And they said that they can't hold her legally after she's 21.
Are you
She can
saying
only be held to the age of 21.
the daughter shot her father.
Yeah.
The daughter shot her father in the head while he was asleep, turned to her mother and goes, "Mommy, now you're free." And that's where I find it a little bit melodramatic, a little bit bullshit.
Especially
Who
if he was
says
sleeping.
that?
He was sleeping, right?
Yeah, on the couch in the living room.
So then the mom was right there to see it for her to turn around and say that. Or did she find the mom after and walked into another room or wake up mom and say, "Oh, now you're free"? None of it makes sense. None of this shit happens.
None of it's even clear.
Put the mother in prison for life.
It seems to me a little bit too convenient. You know, the mom and the dad were having problems, and you know, the daughter being that young and everything. If you just accuse the daughter of
What
it,
kid
she'll
says,
just spend a
I'm
little bit
gonna
of time and then
find
she'll be right on out.
gun?
Yeah, you know, I think you
Yeah.
might have something to this theory. I think the mom did do it too.
Yeah, put the mother in fucking prison immediately. No, there's no like I don't know what dumbass judge is sitting there like, well, I don't know. No, what do you mean you don't know? You know exactly what this is. Put the mother in prison for life. The kid. Well, actually, just check out a lot of the other family.
Oh my God, how they slipped this shit in. So in this other article, right, Brandy, the mom, out of outpatient facilities 15 to 20 times over the last years. That's on official record. Him being charged or convicted with domestic violence of any sort is
he
not
was
on
never-
official record.
He was never convicted, though. He was only
Exactly.
accused,
That's
right?
what
And
my
she
point
dropped
is.
the
He was
charges.
accused. To even bring it up is stupid.
Mhm.
But on record, being into outpatient facilities, this is crazy, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's on record. Him being an abusive motherfucker is rumor that they just conveniently bring up post-mortem. It's bullshit.
Plausible deniability, y'all.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly.
All right, I'm done with this one. Actually, I will follow this up later, but I'm done with it right now.
I'm done with it now
Yeah.
because I already know exactly how it went down, and they can kiss my ass. Because you're not putting that bitch behind bars for life, and also taking that kid away so they can actually get mental health. I'm talking about real mental health. And you're like, well, you're saying it wrong. It means mental health. No, mental health.
No, I bet you Brett, the child will be released back to her mother, and everything will be good in the next.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna
but something,
find the
no,
next
but no. But something's wrong with us, though. Something's wrong with us. Because we want our peace of mind. Something's wrong with us.
Yeah, we're misogynists. We're misogynists, and some of this shit is just too close to home. We've known women like this. We've witnessed men, do and be in similar situations. So it's on us. It's
Mhm.
misogynist.
I never sat
We're
there and
just
had
defending
one of
very
my
horrible men.
nephews.
I'm gonna say you guys are half and half.
I never had a fucking child go ahead and hand him a gun or point him where a gun is and tell him to shoot him.
How old was the kid?
Never did no shit like that.
15.
No fucking sense.
How old was the
14,
kid?
yeah, 14 or 15. Yeah, I think it was 14.
Oh, I can see
Something
that
like
for sure.
Early, yeah. Shot her father in the head while he was asleep on the couch, 3:30 in the morning.
Said, "Mommy, now you're free."
Mommy, now you're free.
Well, maybe not the mommy you're free thing. That might be a little bit of a stretch, and I would assume that whether the daughter did it or the mother did it, they probably are working in collusion. Either way, so one of the other's an accessory at this point.
They're both fucking guilty.
At the very least. At the very least.
No, but that's the way you want to go after the case, because if it's true, then it will unravel on itself.
Yeah.
I say put
But I
lock them
still-
both up. I didn't realize. I thought we were talking about like a little girl that was like fucking 4 or 5 years old. We're talking about
No. This wasn't an accidental thing. Apparently, this wasn't like a gun being mislaid. This seemed like a calculated effort. Let's just take it at face value.
I
If
thought
the little
I was
girl
talking about
did,
the age. I thought you were talking about is a little girl like about 4 or 5 years old. If you're talking about a little girl that a child that's like 14, well then no, yeah, they automatically knew what was up, and the mother automatically knew what was going on. She already knew exactly what she was doing. There's no innocent person in that party. That mother already had it planned to kill that man. And that daughter was automatically being orchestrated exactly by that mother. There's nothing else to it. I'm not a fucking retard. I see that shit going on all the fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fucking disturbing. You got to understand who is the main orchestrator of all these bitches out here.
I'm just saying. Sometimes.
No, there is no such
thing. It is just crazy people, and there is no extra bit to it.
And you have to remember the kids of crazy people.
Yeah.
Dawn the
Okay. You have any idea how crazy I was at 14?
So where the case stands now is she's in an evaluation.
It doesn't need to be a fucking evaluation.
Until May, when she actually supposed to be on the trial supposed to start.
Gynocentrism is unstoppable.
So yeah, that when I first saw that, I mean, there was just a whole lot in that article that did not set right with me, and yeah, I mean, SFM's pretty much proven exactly what I was thinking about when I initially read it. It's, you know, the woman's definitely got a part in this somehow. This little girl just did not take it upon herself one night to find the gun, get the gun, and shoot the guy in the head. There was a lot more to this.
It's funny. So Brandy, the mom, later swore that this shooting by the little girl, by the teenager, allowed her to escape the box her husband of more than 20 years had built for her. So she's basically echoing the exact same words that the daughter supposedly said right after the murder.
She didn't have any way to get out, like, by the law. I mean, well, she already seemed to have an out in 2011 when she accused him of shit.
Which didn't come to anything. So here's the thing. This Cleveland.com seems to know its shit and knows how to do citations, knows how to do investigative. They would have found that because it would have been great for the case. Had he be like, if something came of any of that.
She literally could have kicked him out of the house while still making him pay for everything.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter did what she did for a reason. Brandy Meadows said, "I'm not saying that it was right, but no one knows what the hell we went through. I can hear her in my sleep. Mommy, mommy, help me. But I can't do anything for her. It's a horrible feeling."
Now she's trying to accuse him of rape?
No, she's saying that she's imagining.
Pay attention to what is mentally heard when she said
well, let's see what actually comes out
me.
from the case. Let's see if there's any actual evidence of any of this stuff, or if it turns upside down on its head.
Yeah, this case is not going to start until May 22nd. The trial.
They need to give both of them the fucking chair. Fuck them both.
So they did found a loophole. So you could tell what was happening. There was some maneuvering because this case made a lot of splash. Half of the family did not want bond. The other family wanted bond. So what the courts did in the interim was send her to evaluation. So she's in Source Treatment Center. They can just kind of skip that. They don't know what to do with her until.
Dude, I'm getting so fucking sick of this shit. I'm getting so fucking tired of this. I swear to fucking God. I don't understand why motherfuckers just don't fucking stand. Do you men understand what is happening right now? Do you see all this shit unraveling in front of you? Do you understand how dangerous it really is? No, because you know better. Somehow you don't even understand your own dominance instinct. You don't understand any part about your own biology or the way you move or the way you do things. You're like, nah, I got this. No, I'm better than that. You don't even see it. Do you not see what the fuck is going on right in front of your face? A bitch can kill you. She can have your own kid kill you. And they'll do a whole, I don't know, couple year-long trial just to say, you know what? He didn't really do anything bad. I mean, he probably was a piece of shit.
Yep.
Is nobody catching that? Is nobody catching those connotations? All those things in their speech and their statements, what they're really implying.
They're basically making murder legal in that context.
A woman can come into your house and murder the fuck out of you, and it's perfectly fine. Because somehow you were bad in some way. They don't know what it is. They don't know how, but you were. That guy got shot in his sleep.
What the fuck kind of wording is that? The last article said that she was 15 to 20 times in grams, right? Now this last article says she was treated for abuse 15 to 20 times. So the language gets more ambiguous.
Yeah, that's why I literally got mentally just highlighted immediately when you said one of those statements. I'm like, hold on. What? It's bullshit. It's bullshit wording on purpose. Men need to wake up. I'm tired of seeing this. I'm tired of hearing this. This makes no fucking sense. And you know it doesn't.
So 15 to 20
something
times.
about all this sounds wrong.
15 to 20
I retract
times
my
during
statement
her
on
marriage.
Cleveland.com. Actually, it does not look. The other article seemed to be more panned out, but this very last article, there's no citations. There's nothing here. There's not even any comments. So they don't have a following on this local station or whatever this thing is.
Yeah.
Start paying attention how they treat your death. It doesn't matter.
It says 15 to 20 times during the course of the marriage. They were married for 20 years. So that's at least an instance a year, nearly. In all this time.
But between the different articles, some of them imply, because of the the language, that she was mentally ill or maybe a drug addict and went for treatment. The last article implies that 15 to 20 times she was treated for abuse. However, there should be any media outlet would have looked for that and corroborated if he was arrested 15 to 20 times or if she went to a shelter 15 to 20 times. They're purposely making it ambiguous because they can always say later, well, we didn't lie if they're called on their ambiguous.
We meant drug abuse. Yeah, we meant drug abuse, not. Yeah.
It's the same way if I was to come on and say, well, well, see, here's the thing. I don't know, but I've heard. I'm just speculating.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm fucking beat tired. I'm about to fall
All right,
over on my
man.
desk. Night.
Nate.
We have a good one.
Oh, damn.
What the fuck does that even mean? I said she had been treated for abuse 15 to 20 times in her marriage. Is that hospital, women's shelter? Like, what does that actually
Drug
mean?
abuse, yeah. Was she in rehab? I mean, yeah. But even so, 15 to 20 times, even if it was domestic abuse, in the 20 years that they were married, I mean, that's plenty enough times.
Abuse at all.
It doesn't state what kind of abuse. It's very ambiguous.
He's pointing out a very good point. It was basically one of those things that's a plausible deniability. So you don't state exactly what it is. So that means later on, like he said, you can go ahead and change up whatever it is because in reality, you never made a direct statement about anything.
That means when real investigators come in and say, hey, we don't have any record of you calling the cops or showing up at the hospital 15 to 20 times, she can then flip it and say, oh, no, I went into private treatment programs. You're not going to find those records.
Actually, what she's really going to do is lawyer up immediately.
And there'll be some simp lawyer ready and waiting to take that case.
Eyes are not on her, so she doesn't have anything to worry about. This is all being focused on the daughter, and the daughter's going to get out. Like, this woman is not going to be held accountable in any way. So. All right, I'm done. I'm finally done. I promise I'm done.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's kind of winding down.
Yeah, but we need to do one last thing before we go.
What's that?
Gotta find a different kind of article to make the world a little bit less dark.
Oh yeah. A palate cleanser.
Yeah. See, and this is going to be difficult because if I can't find this quickly, that's going to be depressing in and of itself. Depressing in itself. So when you type in the search string "happy father news," the only thing that comes up is celebrities not knowing who they're, if they're the father, celebrities dipping out on fucking their kid. Like, it's just bad shit. Like, even that search string that has happy right in it doesn't even come up with anything happy.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice? I've been paying attention to how Google works with search strings for a long time, and it's very difficult to find pro-male kind of anything anymore. It just doesn't really exist. Pro-father shit doesn't either. If you find any pro-father movements, women own them. Fucking usually owns them, Get back to the foundation. Be a utility, be a protector, be a provider. Shut your mouth when we ask for rights, when we ask for extra privileges.
That's the way they co-opt it. There was that whole BAM festival, the Being a Man festival in the UK earlier last year.
I mentioned that before. Yeah, and fucking Dr. Randamerkam went there. Did you see any of his
Yes,
footage?
Dr. Randamerkam. Yes, that dude is fucking awesome.
And he exposed that shit, man. Like, he didn't talk at all because he knew they would have fucking kicked his ass right out there.
Mm-hmm.
But he got it on camera, man. All these dudes were simping. All the women were talking out of fucking turn because they don't belong there in the first place.
But it was like you said.
How the fuck? What kind of cojones does it take to get up on a stage of hundreds of men and tell them how to be a man? Are you fucking kidding me?
No, it takes the extreme arrogance and confidence in your manipulation ability. I've talked about this multiple times. It's something that they're given from a very early age. And understanding they gain from extreme similitude and understanding their abilities, that men are weak when it comes to that. Very weak. A lot of the men I talk to, they're very strong, very smart, and very capable. And a lot of times I don't worry about them. I don't have to. Because I know that I can literally just disappear and they got this. They got that shit.
Something's broken, man. Fucking all right. So I get rid of the word men. I get rid of the word father. I just put in happy news, click over on the news side. And it's fucking celebrities. Oh, this bitch got pregnant. This bitch is getting married. Like, none of these things are happy. These are celebrity bullshit. No, I don't care.
Number one, the word happy isn't a real word.
Problem.
Yeah,
I don't know.
The word happy isn't actually a word. I'm not going to sit there and re-Google all the shit when it comes down to how the word happy was created, but it's bullshit. It just basically boils down to content. In fact, content and happy aren't even words that actually go together because their whole beginnings don't even add up. Because content and happy are two different things. Happy is one thing
that way. Positive news. Let's see what that says. Let's see what we get.
Yeah, that's a word that actually can be used.
Oh wow. Fake Trump news for fake positive news about him. Sports stuff. A lot of shit on Trump faking positive news. Oh my fucking god. This all right. I'm not gonna find what I want. I'm not gonna find this palate cleanser.
I don't get it. Palate cleanser.
It's supposed to mean something that makes the world a little less fucking dark before we all get off this bitch and go to bed.
You really think there's something like that?
I need something. All I can do is go back in my own life today. I had an amazing moment with my daughter today that I just it had me geeking all day long.
I guess some randomness off the top of my head. Did you know that there's a Ned Flanders themed heavy metal band called Oh Kill Lido Killy?
What?
There is a Ned Flanders themed heavy metal band.
Wow.
They're all in the slacks and the shirts, got the glasses and the mustaches. Yeah, it's a thing.
Yep, Ned Flanders. Yep, I see it.
Well, it's just like you stepping up though. Trans Gamer, he tried to control you.
Oh,
Yeah, man, you getting attention.
oh shit, yeah.
Oh, they see you, man. You got your first troll.
Yeah, I don't even know. I ain't even seen this guy before. Just all of a sudden, boom.
Exactly, man. You making waves. I don't know what you're saying, man. You probably hanging around the wrong crowd, man. That's what it is. Bad influences.
You might have a new one. We got somebody called Captain of a
Captain of a
Starship that
Starship.
popped up.
No,
Yeah.
no. I've seen him before.
Okay.
Yeah, he cool. In fact, that's the reason why he said that first David. He like, yeah, MGTOW. Like, nigga, no, wait, hold on. I'm cool. Just calm.
Putting the white flag up, throwing the hat in the room first.
Yeah, like, yeah, hold up. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
I saw how y'all get down. Just calm down. I've been sitting here listening, and I just wanted to comment. Don't hit me with the hammer that quick. Wait, no, hold up. Look at the title. Motherfucker.
What?
Yeah, okay. Yep, ban his ass too. Not ban, block. Just
He
temporarily.
hasn't said anything, so I think we're about to dip anyway. Energy level sounds right about there. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I'm not a mean drunk like MA. Like I like probably I get lit and then after that I'm like, yeah, what else is going on? MA, he wants to get lit and just attack everybody. I want to get lit and just say, hey, man,
no,
what's going on?
there's rhyme and reason to it.
Christ, man. Is there something else?
There's rhyme and reason to it.
I don't know. I probably have
I dropped the whole thing with Lewis, but I haven't apologized, and I don't plan on apologizing because I kind of think that I'm not completely wrong on some of my suspicions.
Actually,
So,
you're completely wrong.
all right, well, we'll see how it plays out. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt, but I'm not going to go.
Actually, I know 100% exactly what's going on.
Well, we'll see how it pans out. It's cool.
I'll pan out exactly how I know it's going to pan out.
All right, well, I need to experience that for myself, don't I?
Yeah, well, maybe if you stop trying to be a secondary vetting dick, you'd understand, you little piece of shit.
Primary shit. This is primary.
No, primary what? Really?
Primary vetting.
Yeah.
You're not the only veteran in MGTOW, homie.
Yeah, well, I'm the best one at it, and I've been doing this for a lot longer than you.
Oh, shit. Here we go. I'm not a mean drunk. Here we go.
Bro down. It's all shit.
So cut the shit. I know who I talk to, and I know for a reason exactly who I talk to. Yeah, I've got caught slipping a couple times in the past, but I was only by those who I didn't understand exactly where they came from. After getting that understanding and moving forward, I have found a way to do it a lot better. And even instances where I do see him a little slipping, no, I'm always watching. You little bitch.
Bitch.
Cunt.
The perfect time to cut the shit off. We'll just call each other bitches until it's just off. That's what we're doing. Bitch. He's a bitch.
Whole ass nigga.
Mark.
Weak ass bitch.
Simp ass motherfucker.
Hermaphrodite.
Yo, cut this shit off, man.
All right, everyone. Have a good one. Take care.
All right. He's about to leave the whole shit.
He's like, yeah, I'm done with all this. Fuck all this. I don't know what this came into. No.
This wasn't what I signed up for at all. All right, I'm done. I don't want to play anymore.
Yeah, I'm about to go back.
Give me my juice box. I want to go to bed.
Japanese shit is weird. And I need to go back to my other browser. I don't know how to navigate this correctly. It's even disturbing. I don't want to send wrong messages and do all weird shit.
Yeah, at the bottom of the Hangout screen, there should be something live. You click and it goes off there.
No, you just hit the red. You hit the red phone.
Stop
Hit the red phone.
That kills everything.
Yeah, hit the red phone. That's what you do. Just hit the red phone.
All right.
Nigga,
I'm doing it.
hey man, stop acting like I don't know how to fucking contact you, nigga.